according to the computer now, because not to the cloud.
All right, so we left off. The 5 of you, excluding Nico, were in the church. You just saw some bones become holy artifacts of the church. You found the bones were found in Lady Walker's house, along with her dead husband, her crazy daughter, and a inefficient vampire killing tool.
I heard about it.
Which I think
Skippy thinks it's quite efficient.
Yeah, which I do believe Skippy has. I do believe Skippy has confiscated.
Those bees, they're snacks for later.
When no one's looking, Skippy grabs that thing.
Skippy thinks that it might help with administering her healing potions, so
right.
Just
you never know. Whatever you can do to relax the patient, that's going for. So, did you guys? Were you going to spend the night in the church, or what were you going to do?
Regrettably.
Right. So Felix, did not his best night's sleep in the church. A little restless, kept feeling like his skin was crawling.
Skippy wanted to spend the long rest making more potions. That was...
Okay.
I imagine Boomer's laying down. Like, you remember that cartoon with the big dog and the little cat? And the cat, lays on top of the big dog?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on with my new kitten.
the kitten!
Monster.
Right.
Yep.
Right, yeah, you took one of the crazy cat lady's cats.
Nice.
With the lazy eye.
Yep.
All right.
I definitely hear that rave going on.
Yeah.
Is that coming from you, Deb?
Yeah, that's the...
Wow.
It's like down the end of the street.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the people too.
They're playing the Proclaimers now, yeah.
Started a band.
That's awesome.
Nothing like a little bit of accompaniment. Is it a good DJ at least?
Well, it's actually a band, and then in between they're playing I think he's like Elton John, impersonator-ish, and now they're doing like a mix of stuff. But it's
so it's like a cover band.
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, they call the Tiny Dancers?
I can go and investigate. They should be.
Because that would be awesome.
Now it's like Norwegian, some Norwegian folk something.
Norwegian metal.
Yeah.
Techno mix.
So I don't know a whole lot about that area of the world. My impersonation is that they don't actually need a reason to do this, right? Like they'll just spontaneously bust out, just to have a street rave for no reason.
Well, they're generally relatively restrained, and I think maybe that it kind of all builds up into just spontaneous rave every now and again. Yeah. Especially now when it's it's never dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess, But yeah, that's my impersonation, is that somebody accidentally turns the volume 1 notch too high on their radio, and then just a spontaneous rave breaks out. Yeah, and it's just...
But it will be headline news for 3 weeks afterwards as well.
At a party.
I mean, I think that's how the Electric Daisy Carnival started, right? Just somebody accidentally turned it slightly too loud, and then a weekend long EDM festival.
That's what we're doing now.
Right.
And Molly.
Oh yeah, and Molly, of course. That's goes without saying. Got a bunch of people that are trying to eat their own face. Yeah. All right, so you guys spend the night in the church. Skippy, are you going to try to brew up some potion? Okay.
Yeah, Skippy's interested in this mold that's moving of its own accord.
Oh yeah.
Were those potions that
Oh
I
yeah,
gave him figured out?
Yeah, no, we're waiting. It's on the list.
I'm gonna get to it.
I'll get to it.
Greater
You
potion
could
of
always
leveling.
take a sip and test them out yourself.
Because I needed Gaston. Gaston had like one spell left, right?
Just mix them all together.
It's like I
No, I
identify
burned all my
as-
first level spells. I need to go tomorrow before I can do more.
Yeah. So then I can wait on them and make my own ones up and wait for you to have a long rest, and then we can.
You can just
Take a-
upcast for whatever.
Actually, it's what do you want to call it? Ritual. I can do it whenever, right?
Yeah, you just need 10 extra minutes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do it whenever.
Okay.
However, I will need more pearls beyond 2.
Oh, that was it. You needed pearls.
Pearls. Luckily, there's a thriving pearl market here in the Cursed Valley of Barovia. Thriving.
I need a tooth. It'll look like a pearl. Maybe the spell will go with it.
Okay, so so if you're gonna try to mix up some potions in the church's kitchen, so you have some regular molds and whatnot. You can make up potions of healing.
Yeah.
Give me a nature check. No, sorry, medicine check.
Hang on, I need to get a. Oh, I can roll dice in the thingy now, can't I?
Oh,
Roll. Okay. Nature check. 11.
Medicine, sorry, medicine check.
Oh, 11.
Ours goes 11.
11. All right, yeah. So you managed to make 4 potions of healing.
Okay. Are this level 2 now?
No,
Or
these are level 1, just potions
Okay.
of healing.
Okay.
That's out of sort of the regular mold that you have,
Mm-hmm.
regular molds and fungus and herbs that you collected. Are you going to try to make something with that fungus or the mold that was steeped in demonic power?
Yes, I want to.
Great. Okay.
While I'm all alone.
Right. All right. So go ahead and give me this. So this can be a medicine or an arcana check. As
Okay.
you're brewing up this potion, let's see how well you can harness.
What's my arcana? Yeah, so medicine is better. So 16.
Oh, yeah. So you're putting this together. You managed to make the potion very well. You're not quite sure what it'll do, but you
Potion
made
of
it
possession.
very well. So
Okay.
you have a mystery potion.
Okay, 1.
The potion that you have, it looks like there's some potion on the bottom, and there's nothing in the middle, and then there's some potion on the top.
Ooh.
And the levels change between the two. So sometimes there's a little more on the bottom, sometimes there's a little more on the top, and it sort of fluctuates between the two. But there's never potion in the middle, and
Cool.
you never see it.
Take it.
You never see potion pass through the middle.
Okay. Can I do I have enough vials to siphon off the layers and see if they're stable without the other half?
Every time you pour some into another thing, like you try to split it up, it always splits into 2.
Oh, it splits in. Oh. That's weird. Oh,
The duality of man.
yeah.
just drink.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna talk to Gaston about that once he's had a rest.
It's probably fine.
Yeah. And was that just one vial? One.
Yeah, you had enough to
potion.
make one of those.
Okay.
Hello. Did you want to make?
Hello.
Did you want to make stuff out of the? Did you want to make stuff out of the demonic bug parts that you found? Do you want to try to make poisons out of that?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right,
use
go
it
ahead. So for that one, yeah, go ahead and give me another medicine check.
Okay. That is 23.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, you managed to make 4. You managed to make 4 bottles of paralysis potion.
Oh, wow.
Or paralysis
Cool.
poison.
And I can apply these to like arrows and things, I guess.
Yeah, you can stick them on arrows. You can stick them on.
The bee stick.
I mean, you know, whatever you're into. I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to tell you how to live your best life. You know.
Can it be administered as a suppository potion?
Only
it
one way to
turns
find out.
It turns out all of Skippy's potions can be administered that way. How effective they are.
Skippy feels that that she rolls with advantage if they're administered that way.
Well, if you do the paralysis first, the other ones get easier, right?
Exactly.
Way easier, as it turns out.
Cool. Let's see. Did I have any other things? I think that might be all I had. I've still got a turnip.
So you got a turnip? You just use that to make a nice soup, you know.
It was curried, apparently.
Oh, it was curried turnip? Oh, yeah. How long have you been carrying that around for?
Oh, for a while. I'm sure it's a fermented curried turnip.
Yeah, it's probably still really good.
You know, just slice it up, add it to the burrito.
Wait, turnips can be good?
Yeah.
Yes.
I feel like they're in the ground for a reason.
That's rutabagas. Those, nothing can be done with those.
Oh, they're good too.
Oh, now you're just delusional.
It's been a long night with all the potion fumes.
Skippy comes out. I mean, because you know you're a frog, so you're just absorbing that through your skin like, the entire time. Like,
with glazed eyes.
yeah, you just come out. You know, you're doing all right. A little unsteady, but doing okay.
Okie dokie. So, should I add these things to my inventory?
Yep.
But I don't know. Do I know how good the paralysis potions are, for example?
Yeah, I'm looking that up right now.
Okay.
Did I make those up? No, those were real, right?
So potion of healing.
Oh, there they are. Oh, it's all one word. That's why. Yeah, so so it's a DC 12 Constitution saving throw.
Okay.
And if the target fails the save, they are paralyzed for 1 minute.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah. And each of those, each bottle that you have is good for 10 pieces of ammunition.
Okay, so I could get like 10 arrows out of one bottle.
Yeah.
Got you. Okay. Cool. Do I add that as like an custom like equipment?
Here. Yeah, I can take care of that for you.
Thank you.
Actually, let's see. There are some really nasty poisons. There's some that are just really bad. All right. Yeah, let me I'll make that up real quick. Okay, so you guys are waking up. While I'm doing this, you guys can sort of talk amongst yourselves. You guys are waking up. Skippy fixed, made some potions up. You guys got a long rest in at the church. Waking up, people in the town also sort of spent the night there. Everyone's sort of waking up. There's a communal breakfast that's being prepared by several of the village folk, and they're sort of setting things out, and everyone's sort of waking up and eating and getting ready to go about their day.
Does Skippy have enough time to take a short rest now?
You also got a long rest in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Nice. Then I will take one.
I'll check with Boomer, see how he's doing with his cat.
Yes, you're a fierce little monster, aren't you? Yes, you are. Yes, you got maul a bunch of people and you're gonna eat their entrails. Hey, Felix.
Good morrow, Boomer.
Good morrow.
Enjoying your new kitten?
Good morrow, Felix. I heard Ryan's daughter say, he has a kitty.
Yeah, she's playing with her Legos here.
What's up?
Nothing I'll trouble you against, just seeing how you're doing.
We need to find Nico.
That's the subject I was trying to avoid. You seem so excited with the kitten. Able to take your mind off of it.
Nico.
Surprised you didn't name the kitten, Nico.
Nico
That'd be
Jr.
weird.
Found him.
Found him.
Everything's fine now.
Boomer says he has 2 cats now.
I do have 2 cats now.
Name your cat Nico.
What are we doing now?
I think we get the party together and start looking for
I'm going to
clues on how to
identify
find
2
Nico.
potions first.
Well, we should look at the at Boomer's potions. Boomer, do you still have your potions, or do we have them?
I think I gave them to you guys.
Okay. There were how many? Was that
5.
5? Yeah.
5.
It's the mystery bag.
Yep, 5 mystery potions.
At least one of them was pretty cool.
Well, I know I threw one and it like exploded into lightning. So I definitely want to make sure I know what they are before I drink them.
Well, you gave Nico one because he asked for a healing potion. And
Yeah, you still haven't found out what that does yet. I don't know what that does.
That was the one. It was the one when we were in the Goblin Fort where
Yeah.
it ended up eating one of the Goblin's souls or something.
Yeah. So these potions could do anything.
Yeah, well, I mean, you got them from a lich's hideout, right? So
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
good stuff.
So.
all right.
So pick
This is
2
what we're
random
gonna do.
potions and you have to roll with it. And let me go. Oh,
Good lord.
right?
Directly outside your.
they're like 100 meters away at least.
I'm sorry, I'm American. Is that far?
That's like a football field.
It's like
I'm just being
Google
funny.
meters to feet.
At least 3 phones.
Yeah. I could.
Is that like
It's just
3 feet away?
yeah, under the table. I have the door open to the terrace because like on my standards it's really hot today, so I don't want to close the window.
What's really hot?
Like
It's let me see. I think it's about
Is that 36
Is it-
Celsius?
it's like 24 Celsius. 75.
Yeah, 75.
But it never gets cooler because the sun doesn't go down, so it just stays like that. So we don't.
Oh, that's horrible.
Yeah.
At least for me, that's really warm. I'm like
Just
sweating.
keep drinking your vase there, Matt.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit, hey man.
Yeah, your aunt and your cousin are both here.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say hi. Sorry about that, guys. I got really quiet when I said, "Oh shit," that came in.
Yeah.
I bought my son the Oculus Rift, and I didn't expect it to next week.
Oh, cool.
All right, I'll be right back because I got family that just showed up, so I'm gonna say hi to them real quick.
Okay.
Cool. All right.
Much better
What do we
dog than
do?
I am.
Okay. There you go, Skippy.
Cool. Thank you.
So just read the note part, not the part that's underneath it, okay? For the
Okay.
paralysis poison.
Okay.
Okay, where were we?
Identifying 2 potions at random.
Right. All right, so who, Gaston, you're using the identify spell?
Yep. I only have enough for 2, so I'll just pick 2 random potions.
Okay.
Do you want me to like have a look at all of them first and see
Yeah,
if there's
cool.
any that like I don't know if I'm any good at figuring out what potions are, but I guess since I've been mixing some, I could try.
So this is going to be just an Arcana check because you're looking at somebody else's stuff, and you don't think this was a purely herbalistic concoction.
Okay, then I'm not the one to be doing this.
Actually,
Give it a go, though.
I'm pretty
So
good at
Why
Arcana.
not? I can have a go.
On the spell, it doesn't say it consumes it, so you should be able to use the pearl multiple times.
Does
Really?
does it have the value of the pearl?
Yeah, it says a pearl
Yeah.
worth at least 100.
Right,
But
but it doesn't consume it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, snap.
Oh.
Then I will put my pearls back.
Well, you still need it. You just can't. You don't throw it away.
Where should the potion be, Ed? Should it just be in my inventory?
Yeah. So if you,
Do I need to, maybe I need to refresh it?
Yeah, you might
Yeah.
have to refresh it. Yeah.
Skippy is not feeling particularly good at Arcana checks right now.
Sorry, I'll do the Arcana checks first. I'm good at those.
Excellent.
Do you want me to do one for each item or one for everything?
Let's just do one for everything. That's fine.
29.
Oh yeah, super good. Yeah. So you think that four of these are beneficial. 2 of them are harmful.
All right, I will put good, question mark, bad, skull face on each of the bottles.
Right.
Like, I don't know what they do, but they're not bad. These ones are bad. Don't drink them. Or suppository them.
Right.
Can I get Gaston to look at this funky like double layer potion as well?
Sure.
This is awesome. Where'd you get this?
I made it with that mold that was growing around, moving around from this demon room.
Okay. That was probably smart.
Don't know what it does, but I have no idea. Maybe you have some idea. Otherwise, we can just try it. Not now.
Oh, I got all my spells. Now's the perfect time to try it.
Well, if you can figure out what it is, that would be awesome.
So this, so I mean, we'll just assume you gave it to him with the roll of 29. Yeah. So you think this would be a beneficial spell, or this would be a beneficial potion?
Like a
It's
healing
all right
one.
to me. Good, question mark. There you go.
Okay. Thank you.
Gaston's going to draw the potion and how cool the separation was.
Awesome.
Are you going to cast Identify?
Yeah, I'll cast Identify on all of them, I guess, since they don't have to burn through the spells. It'll just take me an hour.
Right. Okay. So, all right. So the one that Skippy has is a potion of teleportation.
Ooh.
Nice. Wow.
Wait, that's a potion?
Wow.
How far does it go?
Cool.
So you can drink it. And
what? Skippy doesn't get that.
Sorry, you can ingest this.
Yeah.
And it functions similar to the teleport spell. You can teleport anywhere on the plane that you're on.
Wow.
It functions similar to the teleport spell.
Okay. Does it mean like you have to know where you want to go to and then just like, okay.
Yeah.
Can I teleport someone else? Or does it have to
Well,
be
no,
like...
if they ingest it.
Yeah,
Whoever ingests it. Like
Then
you
they get
ingest
to
it.
choose.
Sneak up on them and
Yeah, you can sneak up on them, and like if you want to send somebody someplace, you know.
But then is it me that decides where they go, or is it them that decides where they go?
It would be them. So I mean, like you could you could tell them, think of the worst place you've ever been, and then just
don't think of a pink elephant.
Right, yeah.
Don't think of Strahd's throne room. Drink.
Cool.
All right. So for the four beneficial ones that Boomer had, let me see here.
so I only had 5 potions.
You only have, I thought it was 6. You only have 5. Okay, so yeah, there are 4 beneficial and 1 bad one. All right, so one of the potions, you're not entirely certain about the duration, but it will turn you into an aquatic creature. You will grow You will grow gills. You will have a swim speed equal to double your movement speed.
Wow, cool.
Nice.
And you will be able to breathe water. You are not certain on the duration.
Oh, don't go too deep, guys.
Okay.
That's not what she said.
That's really distracting.
I'm sorry.
Can you yell at them and tell them we're playing D&D?
Is it as sounds, or is it?
Is it what?
Is it as off key as it sounds, or is it coming through that way?
It's really off key. Yeah.
Okay.
You can probably hear it more than me. I've got my like earphones like rammed in as much as possible.
You say these are nurses?
Yeah, well, at least I imagine the ones singing aren't. But,
awesome.
yeah.
Okay.
But it's 10 now, so it's not gonna be. It'll be like maybe maximum 1 more hour, I guess.
I mean, you're saying that, but I don't like. You don't sound super confident while you're saying that.
Probably shut down earlier if it got dark and cold, but no.
Yeah, I could close the door and see if that helps.
Oh my God.
What the fuck are they murdering out there?
Oh, it's amazing. Is that any better? I closed the door now.
Oh, that's so much better.
I could close the window. It's from both sides.
Wow. Yeah, that works pretty well.
Yeah. You'll just see me start like sweating more now because it will.
Okay. All right.
Okay, so we have a platypus potion and a teleport potion.
A platypus potion. Nice.
All right. Okay. Wow. All right. Another one of the potions is a potion of gaseous form.
Nice.
So this acts like the gaseous form spell.
Is that what happens when Skippy eats the fermented turnip?
Yeah. I mean, it's slightly different, but basically, yeah.
They've got louder since.
Yeah, I think they saw you close her door, and they're like, "Oh no, she had to close her door. We better turn up the volume so she can still hear." Don't worry, Deb, we got you covered. Everyone, become drunker and louder. Go! Let's do it for Deb.
She thinks we're gonna only do this for an hour. We're gonna do this for 5.
Yeah. We'll do this till the sun goes down. Oh no. All right. One of them is a potion of growth.
Ooh, nice.
That's a good one. Everything grows, Deb. Get your mind out of the gutter. Can't use it on the blunted steak.
Man!
Oh my God. My God, Deb, we're trying to play D&D here.
Sorry.
All right, so let's see. Yeah, you got growth, gaseous form.
Platypus.
Yeah.
That
Yep,
the
the fish
last
potion.
the last one is a potion, and this one. So when you hold it up,
Oh, this one says pour on Strahd to insta-win.
so this one is so this one is sort of an amber liquid, and you can see that there's a scorpion's tail, an adder's fang, and a dead spider, and a tiny heart that is still beating.
Mm.
Wow.
This one, and Gaston, you gasp when the ritual completes and you figure out what this one is a potion of longevity.
Mm.
Wow.
And so this one, it reduces your physical age by 1d6 plus 6 years.
Wow. Cool.
Nico could use that, huh?
Nico could definitely use that.
Definitely go more towards that middle age, huh?
That's right, yeah. Be more in the middle of middle age rather than, yeah.
The last potion looks just like one of the healing potions. However, when you finish the identify spell, Gaston, you realize that this is a potion of poison.
Mm.
Oh.
And how bad is this poison?
So this, if you drink it, you take 3d6 poison damage, and then you must succeed on a DC 13 Constitution saving throw or be poisoned. And while you are poisoned this way, you take 3d6 damage, and every time you can repeat the save at the end of a turn, and every time you repeat the save, if you succeed, it takes off a d6. And the poison ends when the damage is reduced to 0 or your health is reduced to 0.
That's a pretty good potion.
Pretty solid. It's a pretty solid poison.
Yeah.
Is that the poison that was in the wine barrels?
What's up?
Yeah.
Was that the poison that was in the wine barrels or the wine vats?
Yeah, it's similar to that.
Oh, I got a couple bottles of that stuff.
But that stuff doesn't look like that stuff looks like poison. This looks like a potion of healing. Like it looks, unless you perform the identify spell, it's indistinguishable.
Yeah. Note, not a healing potion. Poison.
You know that label's going to get smudged so that it says healing potion for poisons. Oh, thank God.
Just what I need.
Erase the label. For Nico. Put it back.
Ed, did you add the paralysis poison? I don't see that one.
Yeah, it should be in there. So if you go to your equipment.
Yeah.
Go under inventory.
Mm.
And it should be right underneath mess kit.
That's the basic poison.
Have you refreshed?
Oh, it should have, refresh it. Because I modified it. It should be modified.
Yeah, okay. I'll try again.
All right. Give all the potions back to Boomer with the labels on them and go, all right, here you go. I wrote them in Celestial and Dwarven.
Thank you. Thank you. This is very appreciated. I will not forget this.
No, it's still just basic.
You can forget it. It's easy. So I wrote the labels.
Hold on. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can customize it again.
Okay.
Recustomize.
Because I
we
also
must
just
find
added
Nico.
in. I added in a teleportation potion as like an what's it, like random thing, custom equipment.
Oh, you're giving that to Boomer too?
No, I'm keeping the teleportation one that was from my like climbing mold.
Oh, good. They're singing Queen now. Neat. Okay, now try it. Reload, Dub.
That teleportation would have been really nice while I was trapped in the amber.
No, because you just would have brought the hammer with you.
Well, and to be fair, your arms were trapped too. So I mean,
Someone would have to force feed. Oh yeah, she doesn't know how to do that.
right? She's all, how am I supposed to give it to you? Clink, clink, clink.
Only your head is up.
Yeah, she's all, my hands are tied here. What am I supposed to do?
Skippy would probably go for the eye socket before. Like.
Right, yeah, you're like, just put it in my mouth, and he's like, God, Skippy's just like, you are disgusting. I am a trained medical professional. Do you see it?
Yeah, it works now. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Skippy's all, put it in your mouth. What am I, some sort of savage? My God, sir. My God.
Have you tasted Skippy's potions? There's a reason they're given the way they are.
Well, I haven't seen
palatable
Skippy wash a lot of her glassware, so I wouldn't taste any of those potions. Nah.
Following all the protocols.
Following all the protocols. Look, according to all the best grung medicine that I know, I have followed every single one of the protocols.
But you're not CLSI certified. What are you talking about?
Right. Yeah, it's just one scroll that says put it in the butt. Like this is like, so look, this is like, I have followed everything on this list. You're like, there's just one, it's not a list.
Yeah.
That's just
the fresh bottles are notoriously worse than the well-oiled ones.
Oh my God.
Boomer will go over to Felix. Okay, big brain. What's the plan? How are we getting back, Nico?
I honestly don't have an idea. When I tried to find him magically, Strahd appeared. I don't know how to find Nico.
Oh, did you try?
That's not what I wanted to hear.
That's not what I wanted to hear.
Yeah, I tried a scrying spell, and Strahd intercepted.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Gaston get down on his knees, pull out his holy symbol, and go, "Oh, Ogma, we seem to have misplaced one of our people. One, Nico, the child murderer. If you could help us find him, we'd really appreciate it."
Ogma sends back, he's not a set of fucking car keys. How did you misplace him? So roll a percentile dice for me, Rob.
That would be an 82.
All right, so Ogma, you get a sending back that says incoming, head east.
Put my shield over my head.
says incoming, head east.
Okay. Stand up, say, "Hey, pray to Ogma." He said, "Head east."
Start
Glance
heading
at the
east.
directions from the sun. Pause. Which way is east?
So east is going to be you're gonna head. So you're gonna head out the Barovia gate.
Yeah. Ogma says we should go this way.
Start going that way.
Some goblin thrash metal and head on east.
Nice.
All right, so you guys, wake up. You're gonna make the journey over to Barovia. let me. Yeah. So you guys are heading across Barovia. The valley seems quiet, like eerily quiet. Like there's not a whole lot in the way of animal noises. There's not a whole lot in the way of people moving around. The road is clear. There doesn't seem to be a lot in the way of sort of like monsters. You don't even hear wolves out.
Is there a storm coming?
Oh, there's a storm coming.
Ooh, a lightning storm, maybe?
Oh no, this one's metaphysics. So you guys head across. You guys are heading across the road. On the second night that you guys are camping, you're almost to the village of Barovia. Boomer, you're on watch, keeping watch. As you're sitting there, you're in the ruins of that village that you tried to encourage them.
Yeah, the one where we arrived.
Yeah. So
Sorry
you're
about
in that village where everyone was crucified on the road.
Yeah. Nice.
Yep. The village at this point is, slowly being reclaimed by the land. Obviously there's nobody there. As you're sitting there at night, Boomer, and you're keeping watch, you get the feeling that someone is sitting next to you, like right next to you.
Clench Kavan. And then turn quickly with Kavan. Not swinging, but like, maybe like stopping where I think the person is.
Right. So the Kavan. So when you turn and you don't see anything, and as Kavan gets close, suddenly this ghostly figure is revealed. As Kavan gets near to them, and it is the man, the shopkeeper. It's the shopkeeper that you, the shopkeeper that you first met, that went out on the crusade.
Yeah. And
that sold him some rats.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hi.
And so you're looking at him. The face is absolutely ravaged. He has just big black circles under his eyes. The throat is torn out. And he looks at you with sort of this accusatory stare. And he says, and it's sort of this strangled whisper, "Where were you? Why did you abandon us?" And Kavan goes, "Awkward." You were supposed to be our savior.
Yep. No, I know. Yeah.
Why have you not freed this valley?
Oh,
Why?
These are all really good questions.
We're going to be strong on crime, strong on the sources of crime.
I don't have a good answer for you. There's no excuse. I should have been there. What can I do to make this right?
And he gestures behind him, and now you can see sort of the entire village, like all the ghostly figures are standing behind him. And he gestures, and this little girl walks up. and sort of stands, sits next to him, and she too, like her throat is ripped.
Oh.
And she looks just haunted. Her eyes just big black circles. And he goes, "You must finish what you promised. You said you would save us from the devil."
Well, we're on our way over there. We're going to try and kill him. That's always been the plan.
And he looks at you and he says, he looks down at the little girl who is now just silently weeping. Like there's just tears.
Oh,
on her
God.
face. And he says, "Only you can deliver us. We are trapped here in eternal torment. There's no rest or peace for us. How could you leave us to suffer like this? You must fulfill your promise."
Hold that thought.
Not doing anything else.
Yeah.
Talk with
Nothing
my,
to do but suffer.
associate here.
Thank you, babe.
I'm gonna start talking with Kavan.
Yep. Wow,
Hey,
all of
Kavan.
these, like the entire village is just staring at you with just
Yeah.
hollow,
Um,
pain-filled eyes.
so when you swallowed up all them barbarian souls, they're like in a better place, right?
And Kavan says, "Well, they reside within this vessel. It is a better
Right,
place
right.
for us as we are constantly bathed in the blood of your enemies. This is a warrior's. This is a warrior's vessel."
If we get out of dark, scary emo place, you can release said souls, right?
Those of my tribe, yes.
Well, I mean, like, what if you had some that weren't your tribe? Like,
Can you make
Why would I dishonor the memory of my tribe and the warriors that fought bravely, who shed blood and counted coup? Why would I dishonor their memory by letting in these
because I'm asking
lowlanders?
nicely.
Ask me nicely.
Yes, I'm
You've been
asking you
around the
nicely.
lowlanders too long.
Nope.
Where is your savage
Hey, come
spirit?
on, look, there's a little kid,
Hey,
and probably more, and like, I think this is a really good idea.
He says to you, Kavan says, "These are weak lowlanders. They know nothing of the blood price. They know nothing of sacrifice."
Well, if they know nothing, educate them.
Oh, you want to educate them, and blood starts pouring from the axes. Blood starts pouring from the axes. All we can educate them in sacrifice and blood.
Oh, what I was getting at, not what I was. Yeah, maybe this won't work. I like your enthusiasm there, Kavan, but yeah.
All right, so you're gonna kill the little girl ghost?
Nope.
no.
All right, go back to the ghost people. All right, we're already on our way to go take care of Strahd, so 2 birds, 1 stone, big stone, 2 birds.
You must succeed. And he turns around, and now you can see the villagers are starting to disperse. Like they're sort of going back to the places in the village where they live their lives. But you can see them, like they come to the sort of the ruined buildings, the ruined burned buildings, and they just sort of stand there forlornly looking at what was their life and trying to connect where they are now with where they were. And they just sort of stand there lost, looking with just sort of hollow, empty eyes.
Yes, we must succeed.
Mm-hmm.
And he turns to you, he says, fulfill your promise. Do not become an oath breaker.
Mm-hmm.
I will fulfill my promise or die trying.
And they start to fade away. The ghostly beings begin to fade away. And the man, just before he fades away, he reaches out to you and his palm slaps onto your forehead. And you can feel this sort of burning, this spiritual burn onto your forehead. And he said, you are marked. Your oath must be fulfilled.
Mm.
And then he fades away. And as he fades away, though, you can still feel his sort of cold, burning hand pressed into your forehead.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All right, so Boomer, sleep tight.
yep. Yep.
It's all going good. All right.
Greater restoration
Yep,
might
all
solve that
good.
problem.
Yeah, we might. You know, who knows?
They definitely wouldn't mark him again.
All right, so morning comes. Boomer, do you relate the night's events to anyone?
Felix.
Ah, well,
Looks all there's stray souls wandering around, huh?
so how far of a march are we from Barovia?
Half a day.
All right, I guess time to go harvest some workers.
Oh, you're gonna
Oh,
reanimate the crucified people on the road?
Oh, yeah.
Hey. I tell Askern too.
I
Boomer,
About the lost souls?
Kavan
Yep.
was concerned about these people not having a warrior's death. We can give them a warrior's death.
Oh, that's true.
No, I don't
Posthumously.
know. I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that.
So the souls need to be free.
Askern, what do you think?
I must say, technically, you'd be giving him an undead death.
Is my mic on mute?
No, we can hear you.
No,
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
what?
no, I wasn't sure.
No.
All right, so exactly, we got lost souls around here. You say?
Well, they're not
Yes,
lost; they're
and-
trapped.
Oh,
Yeah,
in
and,
this area.
Yep.
And I have been marked. We have to defeat Strahd and free these souls.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
to free the souls, we're gonna have to end Strahd. So, I mean, there's no place for them to really
Yeah.
go from here, right?
A country not
Right.
ruled by the ruling class cannot stand.
Think of the
All
wealth
right.
creators.
Okay,
Oh,
I do got a question. When we blessed the grounds at the last place we killed the abbot, wasn't there souls that got released?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
So can we just do it?
there was a soul.
Oh, a soul. That's right, the kid.
There was that kid.
But we're talking about a mass group of
The
souls.
shadows.
Right, and this wasn't a child that was crushed by a bell. These were villagers that were killed and cursed by the vampire lord of the valley.
Oh well, okay. Well, I mean, I guess intelligent wise, we would just have to kill Strahd and then be able to release them then.
Why don't
You
we
think-
bring some with us just in case so we can watch, make sure that they get released?
You know, I'm against it because God kind of controls all things souls around here, so I'd rather not give him any more ammunition.
There won't be any souls, I promise. The souls will stay here. I just need the vessels.
No.
I'm just looking for raw material.
Are you going to make more like Jeff?
Not quite like Jeff, but
You're all-
similar.
You're all not like Jeff. I'm going to make good ones. And Jeff goes,
Maybe their hands and feet will match or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll try and
Can I
get whole
examine-
bodies.
Yeah, so
Can
I
I
mean,
examine
like,
Boomer?
really, the only option we have is to kill Strahd to release these souls, correct?
that's kind of how you're reading the situation.
Yeah.
So can I not bring more soldiers to our fight?
If they're not going to be at least as good as Jeff, no.
And if you can get the little ones, they can get in small places.
Can't you do spiders? I'd like to do a quick
I think
arcana
this is the
on
first.
Boomer.
You want to do an Arcana check on
What's
Boomer?
up?
Well, he got some weird thingy stuck on his head. I'd like to check it out.
So are you doing detect magic, or are you just asking him what he did and doing an Arcana check to see if you know what that is?
Detect magic. No, no. I'm doing the arcana to determine what the heck it is.
Okay. So yeah, you talked to Boomer about the nights before. Go ahead and give me an Arcana check. See if you've heard of something like that.
That would be a 30.
Wow.
Yeah, you may have invented this actually. No, so you know that in the manners of sort of vows, particularly among certain hill tribes, that those things carry metaphysical weight. They're not just words. And if Boomer had vowed to free these people and had vowed to kill Strahd, he's kind of held to that. And these souls who have essentially been damned because of his negligence, since they're trapped, they're cursed and trapped here, they can essentially mark him so that if he does not fulfill this oath, he will be sort of forever cursed and known as an oath breaker.
I will go ahead and give those details to Boomer so he has a better understanding of the situation.
I think Boomer understands.
Boomer, you
Got a good juice.
so Boomer, you've heard of things like this. You've heard like there are, because it doesn't happen very often, but in sort of amongst the tribal peoples, the hill people, as it were, there are legends of these oath breakers forever sort of cursed and damned to walk the earth as just lost and wretched souls.
So it's a type of immortality, I hear.
Kinda.
Yeah. Your
Think
soul
about
is,
it this way, it's very rare. I mean, you're a special one.
yeah.
There's
Don't want it. Nope.
there's that bright
Don't
side.
want it. No. No.
Silver linings, my friend. Silver linings.
No. No. Worse things than death.
In this game and this party in particular, yep.
All right. Well, I mean, all you need to do is kill Strahd to keep your oath, right?
Yeah, that's it. Super simple.
Yeah, we're planning
We'll
on
get
doing
done
that
tomorrow.
anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The wall
I
will
mean-
be open.
Well, that's what I was telling them.
Does
So-
anybody want
I'm
some
saying this
holy
is
water?
already on our list.
Yeah, I mean, it's essentially, it's like lifting the engine of a car out. It's not super hard, right? I mean, it's a pretty straightforward thing. It
You
just
just
takes a
need the
lot of
tools to
effort.
do it.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of effort.
Or a pulley? Anybody want some holy water? No, since Tread Distraught and all that undead stuff.
Felix has stepped
Now-
out. I'm pretty sure he's going to say no.
Now these souls, they only haunt Boomer, correct?
Yeah, more or less. So they're sort of trapped in this ruined village. They can't, they can't leave here. But yeah, Boomer's pretty much the only one that they'll manifest to.
Okay.
Well,
Great.
sorry, I take that back. Well, oh yeah, he's the only one that they'll manifest to now. Eventually, if they live in this torment for too long, they become insane, and that's when they become specters and poltergeists. And things like that.
Gotcha.
Nice.
So what's a couple more weeks?
Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. So I should use the bodies to get these bodies out of here and help us fight Strahd.
Basically, the way it works is if that soul is too insane to remove the mark from Boomer, he becomes cursed and damned.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, super cool.
Yeah.
Super cool.
Actually, I wouldn't mind watching that process.
So
I wouldn't mind smashing you. Like, what? No.
Well,
Well,
let's
no.
have a quick conversation before. I want to monitor your health and well-being as this
Is there
process
anything that
continues.
is there anything that we can do to appease the spirits for the time being until we can get the mission done?
Nope.
Nope. No blessings on Boomer or anything like that?
Yeah, that'll make them feel better. make the guy they're pissed at more blessed.
Oh, Boomer? I mean, we got a mission.
Yeah, well, I was already going to do that mission. There was no question about it.
Kill Strahd.
Yep.
Yeah, we still need to get the stake fixed. I mean, we have the weapons. We need to find our lost party member, our fearless leader.
Now you guys got a little bit of a
our
to-do
leader.
list.
Hey, like I said, everything that Askren's seen from Nico has been straightforward.
Yep.
Yeah, but is he fearless? He runs away
if
from
you're
fights a
little
lot.
I wouldn't know.
Should have let Kavan swallow him.
I focus too much on whatever I'm fighting to see what everyone else is doing.
Well, how I fearlessly used the decapitated body of my support to bat Gaston away from the vortex as I was falling in.
I wasn't there for that.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh, and you missed. As I recall, it was a burly dwarf that saved my butt.
No, it's definitely me. Definitely. That's how I remember it.
Right.
Yeah, 'cause all they told me was
make
that
sure we're going the right direction.
all they told me that y'all lost through a vortex, and so I imagine this whole entire epic scene, from what I've seen of you, is that you saved the group.
Yeah, in Askren's head, that's how it went down.
Yeah, definitely.
No one explain anything to me except that he got lost to the vortex.
And you assume it was heroically.
Yeah.
And I just assumed because of like what he has shown me, he's a good guy. So
yeah,
good guy.
Good. Not great.
Not great. Good, not great.
He has his issues, but we all do.
Yeah.
He's, after all, a being, so we all have faults.
We all have our faults.
All right, let's go kill Strahd.
Yep.
Do another quick prayer off to Ogma, make sure we're heading in the right direction. And we didn't come here just to do something for Boomer.
Wait, say it again?
I'm going to send another prayer off to Ogma, make sure we need to continue heading east, or is the whole purpose of coming this way to connect Boomer with his past victims?
Oh, yeah. Are you going to use augury, or what are you going to do? Or just send a prayer up?
The commune?
What's up?
The commune button.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Big flashing arrow just points east.
You all see that, right?
No.
Excellent. East.
Going east.
Felix, are you going to raise any helpers?
If I could do so without alerting our paladin.
All right, let's see if you can raise a clattering, bone-filled army quietly.
Well, I mean, if he's just going to hover over me,
And he's just gonna hover over me. Oh, come on, Mom. Let me raise the dead already.
I do have an eye on Felix for the most part because as right now I don't trust him. I feel like he's been tainted from this area.
Well, not any.
I let Felix know too. These spirits are already pissed off at me. I don't know if raising their bodies would make them less pissed off at me. And also, too, I really want to get as far away from them as possible, and I don't really want their bodies following us around.
But wouldn't Kavan want their bodies to be warriors?
Kavan doesn't have a vote in this.
Kavan's like, oh. I guess I'm only 3/4 in action over here.
You stated what you wanted to do.
All right. Well, if I can't sneak away from Ashkern.
Boomer, were you going to start a Barovian Lives Matter campaign?
Too soon?
You could call it the BLM.
Yeah.
Is that not?
Yeah. Great. Good job.
So woke, Boomer.
Boomer, that's really insensitive of you. I can't believe you'd bring that up.
What's the
I'm
ethnic
sorry
group
about
in this,
that.
What's mostly the ethnic group in this city?
Barovians, man. Like, they're just all Barovians.
But I mean, what race are they? Mostly humans?
All humans.
Yeah. There you go.
Oh, then their lives actually don't matter.
But technically, the 1% that is vampire is keeping them down.
Well, there are that many vampires in this place?
I mean, no. Don't worry about it. Please proceed with caution.
Yeah, it's trickle-down economics, but for souls.
Right.
All right, heading east.
We continue on.
All right. So you guys come to Barovia. For some of you, this is your first time in Barovia. For others of you, Boomer's been here before.
Does Felix and Nico, but Nico's not here. Right?
Actually, was Felix ever here?
Yeah.
Yeah, when we
started
arrived,
off there.
We arrived on the boat, right?
You arrived on the boat in the village that you're in now, not in Barovia.
Oh, right. Yeah.
You guys went to Barovia to kill that lady's brother.
Oh.
Oh, no, but you guys did go to Barovia. Yeah, that's where Felix raised the dead body of that girl who had just died.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I showed Geshing the door.
That's right. That's right.
Tragic,
so Felix,
tragic fires.
Your reputation in this town might not be great.
If you have to, Sadie. Sadie has an old photo she wants to show everyone.
Okay.
Come on. I'll put it up to the camera.
That looks great.
I gotta see.
Who is that?
That's me. 15 years ago.
Wow.
What's up with the haircut, dude?
You mean lack of?
I'm happy I didn't know you then.
Alright, thank you, sweetie. Go on. Sorry, guys.
You're adorable. Just for that, everyone who doesn't have inspiration gets inspiration for looking at just a heartwarming picture of Ryan in his youth. You are all inspired.
I'll take it.
You are
I
all.
wish I was youthful.
You're all inspired by the hope that you saw in his eyes.
Before it is severely crushed by 2020.
Do we get uninspired by seeing him now with the death in his eyes?
Yeah, don't look now. Don't look now. That's the trick, is to not look at this point.
Okay.
All right. So you guys arrive in town. So Boomer, you know that the burgomaster's house is probably unoccupied.
Probably. And burned down.
Well, yeah, mostly burned down. I forgot. That's right. Nico's been there. But thank you, baby. It's an excellent raspberry. Thank you. Ooh. What's the raspberry? Okay, so you guys arrive in town, and Boomer, as you're sort of coming into town, your Nico sense begins tingling to the south towards where the burgomaster's mansion is.
Without saying anything, I just start running.
Right. Hit your nose points into the wind, and
I mean, I'm saying Nico, but I'm like Nico.
Right. And you just take off towards the south.
Do we all have to waste run? Oh, I saw my rhino out, right?
Yeah, I mean, you're probably riding your rhino because you guys were. I imagine you probably conjured it up before you left camp. I mean, I assumed Asgern wasn't walking.
Yeah, Asgern does not need to walk if he doesn't have to walk.
Right. I assumed. I mean, feel free to ever correct me if Asgern decides to get his step count up. Like if he's ever like, well, I got to get my steps.
Until I find out that I'm fat, then right now I still think I'm sexy as fuck, and who needs the extra exercise?
Right. Yeah. You're like, I don't want to. I have a perfect balance of incoming calories to output. I don't want to ruin that. You can't get too slim. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to look gross.
Yeah,
you
it
don't
just
look
looks
like Felix.
Yeah,
right?
it looks
I smell worse than I look.
Well, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna let
no,
Boomer.
you don't.
I'm not gonna let Boomer run off on his own. So I'm gonna have my rhino start following after him.
Right. Yeah. You're all after him, star-kissed, and like. You send your battle unicorns. Anybody else follow after them?
Yeah,
Well,
Skippy's seen Boomer do something like this before. We'll.
So
I'll cast Expeditious Retreat and keep up.
Okay, Skippy, are you on the battle unicorn, or are you hanging on to Boomer's kilt?
If I was near enough to Boomer, I would have probably tried to like grab onto him again. But
right, you used
it worked well before.
Yeah, you just sort of used the Boomer Express. You're like, here we go. Just sort of reach back, grab the kilt, and just flopping behind him in the wind.
He didn't seem to notice last time, so I figured.
Yeah, you're like, that's okay. Gaston,
I have to tell you, you're a rounding error in his weight carrying capacity.
Yeah, you're a rounding error. Yeah. What's his carrying capacity? I don't know. Whatever it is, plus a small frog. So.
Plus or minus a small frog.
Right. Gaston, are you on the battle unicorn? I assume.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm too slow.
Right. Yeah. So you and Asgern, although Asgern has a mighty stride, he only has like 4 of them, 4 good ones in him. So he prefers to ride the battle unicorn.
4 is generous.
Yeah, 4 is, well, I mean, you guys have been adventuring for a while, so you've built up a little. You're pretty proud of it too. You're like,
yeah.
I don't sweat up till 4, so that's pretty good.
But my heart gives out around 5.
Yeah, right. That's the 5-finger death punch, but you're like, no, it's just heart disease. Well, so you guys come to the ruin of the burgomaster's mansion. Of course, the plaque that Nico commissioned is still out front. Urging those of Barovia towards fire safety and noting the perils of the flame.
Basically, my campaign poster.
Right.
Yeah.
He's trying to protect the people. How can you guys say he's bad?
I never said he's bad.
No, I'm just saying in general.
Boomer, you rush inside, and everything within you that is Nico, your Nico sense, is telling you that basically the spot where he murdered Iktovan, the burgomaster's son, that Nico should be right there. And then but the feeling's a little bit vague, and then all of a sudden it becomes super sharp, and it's in that spot, but 30 feet up.
Oh!
You look up, and you suddenly see Nico falling, and it looks like he's like crying almost. Like the sound he's making is not terror, but sort of despair, and that's the feeling that you're getting from him is just sort of sadness. Sadness is a really bland word for it. Like it's utter despair. Can you give me? I need either a strength.
Can I activate the boots of jumping and striding?
Yes.
And jump and meet him halfway?
Yes. In that case, I will need a dexterity check from you to catch him.
Maybe I'll just do the other thing.
I'll do feather fall.
No. You said you were going to jump, meet him halfway.
Crap.
How did Skippy realize Boomer was going to do this before?
No.
Am I still holding on?
You are still holding on to his kilt along for the ride. Yeah.
Excellent.
Right. So that's 17. So that's an 18.
Yeah. So yeah, you meet him. So your Nico sense basically tells you where he's at. You catch him, but he's falling much faster than you than sort of the brief time that he was there falling down. Like he's falling much faster than that, as if he had actually fallen from a much greater height.
Would I be able to react with a feather fall?
Yeah, you can if you want to.
Okay, up to 5 creatures, so they will all be safe.
Awesome.
Okay, yeah. So everybody, you catch him, and then the momentum is instantly arrested, and you begin to sink slowly down. Did you also get Skippy?
Yeah, they go to 60 feet around, so 10 feet a second.
Yeah, so
But
you guys
take no damage.
Yeah, you guys start slowly falling down. Skippy, at this point, because of the feather fall, you're just sort of straight out from the kilt. You have an excellent view of Boomer's potion hole. Yeah.
Keeping notes for future reference.
That's a beautiful sight. That brotherly love has slowed their descent.
Oh yeah.
I got you, buddy.
And Nico is just sobbing in your arms, just sobbing, like ugly crying, embarrassing.
Yeah, Boomer's like, all right, there, come on, you're embarrassing me in front of the frog.
Ixnay on the eeping way, Ogfrey Oching way.
Come on, Nico, it's just a portal.
Yeah, I'll kind of be looking at Boomer, and I'll just kind of grab his face, just like, is it you? Is it you, Boomer?
Whoa, yeah. Let's talk more while we're on the ground. This is getting weird.
Yeah, because you're holding him while he's doing it, while he's kind of gently stroking your beard, and you're just cradling him okay. Wow.
Drawing a picture of this one.
Yeah, Nico just buries his face in your beard and is just sobbing. Your beard is just a tear-filled, snotty mess. You also notice, Boomer, that Nico's shoulder, there's this large sort of black scar, jet black scar, that is now on his shoulder and on his back. And you can see that it's and the clothing has been sort of blasted away.
Sure, we'll talk about that.
Oh, he also, you also see that he is wearing these manacles that are like looks like they're made of obsidian, like they're just pure black, like inky black manacles with broken chains.
He's always been into weird things.
Yeah, you know, we don't have to talk about everything.
That's just part of his charm.
Yeah. That's right.
You guys slowly sink back down to the ground, and gently touch down on the ground next to your party, right on the exact spot where Nico killed the burgomaster's son.
He's
Yeah,
the only one that
set
knew
him
what
down
happened to
and-
him, right?
Say it again.
Him and Boomer were the only one that knew what happened to him, right?
Correct. Ismark. Sorry, Ismark.
Ismark. Yeah. That was it.
Yeah, he has a name.
Not anymore.
Yeah, his memory has a name.
Yeah, so I guess Nico will kind of just look. So where are we? And then I'll kind of look around. Then I'll sort of obviously work out where we are.
Right.
And then just immediately like, what? Just start like pounding on the ground.
All right. And then in your head, Nico, you hear that laughter.
Yeah.
In your head. And just this sort of fading voice that says, "You're not ready, but you will be."
Mm.
As you just wail in grief and anguish.
Yeah.
And so you guys are just seeing like a completely deconstructed Nico, just having an absolute breakdown on the sort of the charred spot inside the ruins of this mansion.
Offer him a bottle of wine.
Nico, I feel like you need to be grounded. I'll hand him his immovable rod.
And I'll look at this.
Did you clean it?
No. No.
It's still got bits of rich lady on it.
Yeah. Thanks, Felix.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Wine?
I'll kind of look. I'll look at Gaston. Kind of for a second, it's almost like, yeah, Nico. You can see he's like, yeah. For a second, he almost refuses, and then he's like, yes. We'll just take that, and then
if he ended up refusing, I was going to knock him to the ground and be like, "Who are you and where is Nico?"
So Nico, when you accept the wine and you drink it, you hear the faint growl of the hunger again, but it fades away almost instantly.
Mm. I'll just kind of look in the bottle, like, what? What are you doing to me? And then I was going to just hurl the bottle straight back at him. And then I'll kind of just tackle him, sort of run straight back after him, tackle him to the ground, and start just like pounding on him on the ground.
This is Gaston.
I grabbed Nico.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Gaston, you're sort of like this seeming mess of a man just runs at you and tackles you and begins to just sort of beat on the plate mail of your chest. And Boomer walks over and just like, okay, picks you up, just sort of scruff and belt loop, just sort of okay.
And I'll just, I'll kind of like wrestle, try and like break free for a minute, sort of in a futile way. Probably.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Sniff the wine. Is there something wrong with the bottle?
And then just sort of revert to this kind of like, like just sobbing mess. And probably pass.
Little help, guys.
I I tried to help. I gave him the red wine.
It was the good wine.
Wasn't served at the correct temperature.
Boomer feels like those people do when like they're uncomfortable like holding someone's newborn baby. Like,
you have him out at arm's length, just okay. I don't.
Come to Big Mama, baby. I'm coming for you.
I'll bring him to ask her.
Try greater restoration. Try a greater restoration on him.
On me.
Yes, on you.
So yeah, you cast greater restoration on him.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So he casts greater restoration on you, and Nico immediately all those memories that have sort of been brought to the fore of your mind are instantly sort of shuffled back into their place, the places that you had locked them in. And sort of the psychic trauma that you've been undergoing is instantly sort of turned down when he casts.
So was it just like they turned up his conscience or something?
Nico had a day, man. Nico had a day. He can tell you about that if he so chooses. Yeah. So. As soon as he casts that spell, Nico, you feel your mind is sort of put back in order magically. Like, instantly your mind palace is sort of
reorganized.
Reorganized back to the way you had it.
All the facade.
And you're looking at Gaston with his eyes slowly turning color purple, his nose bleeding, looking like a pathetically abused 4-year-old.
Lip quivering. Why? And you also, and Nico, you also, so you remembering, but the rawness of the memory is not what it was. Like, it's like there's now this buffer in between you and it.
Say, Gaston, I'm in your debt. Thank you.
Consider me repaid when you buy me a bottle of wine.
I'll just immediately take a bottle of wine and toss it to him. And then I'll take another one and drink it straight away. Yeah.
So this time when you drink the wine, you feel nothing but the bliss of a chemical reaction as the wine sort of does its thing.
Yeah.
Dopamine.
Yeah.
You're good.
I just need to rest. I just need to rest.
Also, he looks like shit. Like he looks like
burrito.
Oh, we may have lost Matt.
So he's resting.
Yeah, so he's laying on the ground. Yeah, he looks bad. Like he looks like so. Like I said, I mean, he came out of that thing with like I think 12 hit points.
Sorry, my Wi-Fi dropped out for a second.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, so he came out of that thing with like 12 hit points. I mean, he's down to he's down to his actual like health.
Oh, Gaston, I'll go ahead and cast a couple cures on him real quick. Hold on. Cool. 15
So,
and 18.
15.
What happened there, buddy?
So 33 hit points in total.
33.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
That'll get you for a long rest, maybe.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Just
wait, let me get my paper.
We just reacquainted with some old friends. That's all. You know how it is, Boomer. You know.
No, I don't.
No.
Yeah, I sort of like grab hold of Boomer again. I kind of look him in the eye and say, "No, Boomer, you know."
When he does this, Boomer, you feel the hand mark sort of burn on your forehead, and you also feel that a dwarven hand, a distinctly dwarven hand on your shoulder, but just for a moment. just sort of when you make eye contact with Boomer, and then it's gone.
Yeah. So you know.
Did I get like a little bit of comfort from the dwarven hand?
Yeah, well, sort of a little bit of comfort, like a little bit of a little squeeze from the hand, a little bit of comfort, but also some sadness.
Gotcha.
I'll message Boomer, and I'll just say I was reminded of my tribe.
Huh.
And then then I was reunited with my tribe. And
I take it wasn't a good gathering.
Is Boomer actually whispering this time?
Are you speaking in your head, Boomer, or are you talking out loud?
I mean, I'm going to keep it in canon.
Yep.
So Boomer's like, I take it wasn't a good meeting.
And I'll just be like, I'll just shake my head and try and I'm feeling approximately 33 hit points more rejuvenated than I was before. So
so take this, Nico. I want to give you this. I'm going to give him the potion of longevity.
Oh wow! What's this, Boomer?
So yeah, you see the scorpion tail, the adder fangs, and the tiny beating heart inside the golden or the amber liquid.
What's
this will well.
I remember the last time you gave me one of these potions.
Well, let me
He's
explain.
like really interested now, like. But make sure you have to.
Skippy's like, oh, there's some potion swapping going on. All right.
I've got
Now
something
it's a
that can
party.
help.
I just look at Azka and I'll be like, you keep that frog away from me.
Yes, sir.
Well, I know that your race is burdened with very tiny, small life. So, maybe keep you around a little bit longer.
You're saying this will make me live longer?
I think that's the idea.
Well,
right. That's the idea, right? I didn't misconstrue that.
Yeah. So it will actually. I mean, that may be Boomer's understanding of it. Gaston knows that potion will actually reduce his age. Like it'll actually wind the clock back. D6 plus 6 years. So if he drinks that, you will actually see him sort of de-age. He won't grow his nose back, but.
Well,
yeah, I'm going to stick with what Boomer said.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's probably Boomer's understanding is like, yeah, this will make you live longer.
Wow, Boomer, I don't know what to say. It's been a long time.
Thank yous are good.
You have to drink the Dewey bits.
Been a long time since anyone did something like this for me. Thank you. And I'll just like pop the bottle and cheers.
Yeah, just don't do me a favor.
Too late.
Yeah.
Neck. I'll just neck the whole thing.
Skippy's horrified.
Yeah.
No,
that's not how it.
What are you doing?
It'd be so much more effective.
Ask Donald nudge Skippy. Hey, Skippy, this has got 3 bits, so it has to be necked.
No, there's always a solution.
Right. Skippy's like, no, that just means it's got to go deeper in. Like,
I got this sonication wand.
So does he get young?
This is my potion prep. My potion prep tool.
This helps push it deeper in. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
It breaks up the big bits.
It breaks up the big bits.
What a milkshake!
All right. So, Nico, roll a d6 for me.
I rolled a 2.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Very rare potion. He rolled a 2. All right. So
Yeah, I'll roll.
You could use your inspiration.
Well, I could. Yeah, okay. I'll use my young Ryan inspiration to.
right. Yeah, young Ryan. This is how that inspires you for sure.
It's perfect.
Do again.
It's very thematic.
Oh, good. Great. So, all right, man. So 8 years, you see sort of 8 years, and in Nico years, that's quite a lot. Like, it actually rolls back on, like, all the liver damage, like, all the, it sort of, refreshes him back eight Nico years. So he actually looks like 15 years younger.
Wow, you look 60 again.
Yeah. Like,
Oh, you're just a babe now.
I guess like some of the grey has kind of gone back to like black or whatever, and
Yeah. You're stand a little straighter. Guts not quite as pronounced.
Yeah.
Nose is still gone. That's still
Yeah.
that's still gone. But the skin around it isn't quite as all the capillaries haven't burst. Around it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball gown hangs a little nicer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ball gown hangs a little nicer.
It's tight in the right places now. Nice.
Right.
So wow, my God, like, I feel amazing. I feel amazing. A toast. A toast to my newfound youth. And yeah, just immediately drink like another bottle.
Perfect. Yeah, good.
And after, by the end of the night, he looks back to like the old Nico.
Yeah. So, Skippy, you also can't help but think that he probably would have rolled back the clock a little bit more if he'd have taken the potion properly.
That's what Skippy was impressed that it worked at all, to be honest.
Right.
But still, a little disappointed.
Savages take their potions. Yeah.
Yeah, but you're pretty sure you think you sort of halved its efficacy just by your simplistic ingestion method.
Yeah. Wow, I need to change my description. He's no longer 50.
Now a spry 42.
Yeah. There we go. Awesome.
So we have to go kill Strahd now.
Kill Strahd? Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Any objections?
Yeah. We need to get to Phandalin. I saw Ymik. Ymik is in Phandalin. He's destroyed everything we've made. Everything we built in Phandalin. We must get there. We must get there now.
Who destroyed Phandalin? Matt doesn't remember.
So I say.
Oh, when you guys left Phandalin, it was whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you may have stopped by an interdimensional prison.
Where is Phandalin? What is Phandalin?
It's where we come from.
Yeah.
Oh.
Phandalin is the jewel in the crown of the Duchy of Koska.
Well, was.
And now.
Wait, so the demons did that, or?
Do you remember? You remember the goblin we met in the cave?
Oh, yeah, the one that you have like some kind of rivalry with.
Yeah, he's decided to.
He's like your nemesis.
He seems to have taken it out on Phandalin and the surrounding area, possibly with the help of some demons. It certainly looked that.
That's weird. That's weird. Why would demons be there?
I don't know.
Weird.
Like, yeah.
Weird.
But
totally random.
We need to get there, and we need to end him permanently.
Well, we can't leave till we kill Strahd, so Strahd first.
Yeah, kill Strahd. Yeah, we'll get that out of the way. No
problem.
problem.
Before we kill Strahd, we have to do the
lightning round.
Yeah, the lightning round on the stake because I mean, I'm guessing that even if we kill Strahd, the evil's still not fully, exiled from here. and we do know that the stake alone will kill all evil within Strahd. So
and you guys can see that above you, like as you've been approaching Barovia, there's a storm building.
oh, I clap.
Huh.
Ride like the wind.
Yeah, I'm gonna head towards that storm if that's what we're gonna be doing.
Likewise.
Do a quick
So-
check for commune.
What's up?
Where's our best location for collecting the lightning?
Well, so you know that the higher you are, the better, right?
Yep.
And you sort of look around looking for a high spot,
Light my
and
pipe, start smoking
look-
weed.
you look to the northeast side of town, and you see there's a mountain, and your eyes follow the mountain up, and you can see that there's a big castle sitting up on the cliffside of that mountain with its spires sort of amongst the clouds.
Okay, besides that, where's a good high spot?
It'd be cool if someone had a potion of teleportation.
Or fly.
What?
I
So
say,
does this
right.
castle look like Strahd's castle?
yeah. What do you say? What do you think?
Yeah.
We give the people of Barovia a second chance at joining in the great crusade against Strahd. I say we raise an army and march on his castle.
Oh, when Nico has the idea to raise an army, it's great. But when Felix has the idea to raise an army, everybody complains.
I think they're two
It
different
would have been
kinds of
100% obedient army.
You don't have to feed them. You can put them in a suitcase.
I tell you what, Felix.
Oh.
Gaston is against
My
getting
army
people
died.
who can turn into hostages with the gaze.
Every time one of my army dies, you can join. You can put them into your army. How about that?
Okay. That's a fair deal, I guess.
As long as they sign a consent form.
Asker's walking along. Wait! You need to be made aware of all the risks.
Yeah.
Gaston is against
The
bringing
contract
people who can be
says the
charmed.
eternal struggle against evil.
Yeah, they can't be charmed.
Yeah.
Gaston would rather have Felix's army than Nico's army, but he'd rather not have Felix's army either.
So what do we say? Round up some townspeople. Round up a rabble.
I say we do a long rest.
I'm sorry, you misspoke. I thought I should have heard fodder.
Look, Operation
Okay.
Human Shield.
Felix, I'm your fodder.
Right? It's just.
I think we should do a long rest.
Operation BS, Barovian Shield.
Yeah, there we go. Yes,
I thought we just took a long rest.
arrest.
Well, Nico just came out of the
Nico,
sky
yeah.
looking like poop.
Oh, that's true.
While I do feel significantly rejuvenated, I am still
A little
pretty,
battered.
Yeah, I could still use a rest, certainly. And then how about first thing in the morning we round up the townspeople. I'm sure they will welcome a chance to strike back.
Yeah, I mean,
Why don't we start rounding them up now?
We could start rounding them up now. I suppose it would give them time to organize overnight.
Grab their very crude weapons.
Yeah, grab their
How close is it to nightfall?
it's probably about midday or so.
Okay.
Is there a smith here in town or no?
Yeah, there's one in town here.
Oh, Boomer, since we're heading towards impending doom, how about a breastplate?
Okay.
Put your great service to work.
How long would that take me to make?
A breastplate? That's a good question. let's see.
Felix has kind of a small frame, so. Shouldn't be too much material.
So you want to make, is this a breastplate for Felix?
Yes. As I now have proficiency with medium armor.
All right, so.
It won't be too squishy. Still very squishy.
All right, so going by the rules, so it's so you have proficiency and a forge and all that. It takes you make progress 5 gold per day. 5 gold per day and you have to get to 200 gold. So it would take you, whatever that is, 200 divided by 5.
Wow.
So 40 days to make one breastplate?
And why can't you just buy a breastplate?
I figured
It's market price divided by 5 days. That's what it is. So market price divided by 5. So 400 divided by 5 is...
So 80 days?
Wow.
Yeah. Apparently.
Do I have to collect all of the tin cans to smelt them down in that 80 days?
It's all those side quests on the way. That's what.
That seems like an insane amount of time to make a breastplate, right?
Yeah.
I would say realistically, I would say it would take you a
week.
I was going to say 3 days, 2 or 3 days.
All right, not enough time.
Yeah, I would say 2 or 3 days. It seems insane to me that it would take you 80 days. Unless you're really putting some artisan.
I would say maybe it's instead of days, maybe it's hours. Maybe it's hours.
To make armor is not fast.
I don't know. I watched the Forge and Fire guys make a bunch of shit in 4 days.
Yeah.
In their home forge.
That's sort of what I'm going off of here. I mean, a breastplate is. I mean, that's just sort of a bent piece of metal that goes on top of Felix.
Yeah.
You got to reinforce it, bend it to make it stronger.
Plus all the fitting.
So yeah, I guess are you making bespoke armor or?
No, just a breastplate.
I just want a shitty piece of metal that I can just hang on me.
Yeah, good, the bad, and the ugly style.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why don't you get a frying pan and just tie it to your chest?
Yeah, just hang that thing there. You're yeah, there we go.
It could also be used as a melee weapon after.
Yeah, an iron skillet.
So I'll let Felix know how many days it'll take to make it.
We don't have the time.
Suggest we could just buy it.
If there's a,
if
that is an option. I'm willing to pay for it, but I just figured I wouldn't
borrow
have one
it.
in my size.
Borrow it.
Could tell him hey, can we just get this on loan, rent it, and then
try it before you buy it.
The guy goes, here, let me just take my maker's mark off of it before you go after Strahd.
No, I don't mean theft.
As long as it comes
taking with intent to give back.
Like the cart?
Yep. We're gonna give that back someday.
Racking up those promises, man. Just racking them up.
We're gonna free your souls. We'll return your cart.
I know he frees the souls, but forgets to return the cart, and he becomes haunted for the rest of his life.
That's right.
My
cart. I was talking about. Yeah. You broke your.
Here's the screeching of the wheels.
Yeah.
How effective is coating arrowheads in silver against vampires? Does that improve efficiency of?
Silver weapons causes them to stop healing. I don't know. I think this is old edition rules. Silver weapons causes them to stop healing each round as long as they're struck. But that could be old rules. I don't know what vampires are
that could be second edition rules.
Yeah, that could be second edition.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Sorry. So I actually looked up a blacksmithing forum, and they said that so just the breastplate is 2 to 3 days, depending on a few things, and then it's another 2 or 3 days for each accessory. It can take months to make a full, like movie style, like set of armor, like to make like the full like articulated.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
The full articulated thing, but for just a breastplate, which yeah, because I mean it's saying that it takes 80 days to make it. Like that seems a little ridiculous that it would take that long for you to make it just a breastplate.
I mean,
yeah,
maybe if Felix was smithing.
Yeah, I would say it would take. I would say it would probably take 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, like
for you to make just a breastplate.
All right, something for later.
But who wants to wear just a breastplate? I mean, you need to add all the little knickknacks like pockets and. I mean, we're gonna carry your stuff.
Where are you gonna carry your snacks? You know.
Exactly.
You gotta have fighting snacks.
Fighting snack.
That's why I have a burrito.
You got to keep that protein up.
Yeah. Easily accessible.
Right. So we're bringing the townspeople with us. Excellent. I'll go and make a speech.
Okay.
Make sure you build in the quick release cod piece.
So so I'm gonna use disguise self to give Nico kind of, well, for a start, I'll put his nose back.
Right, you gotta put your nose back on.
I'm gonna give him like a kind of battle uniform, like like nobility might wear, like fancy with like lots of trimming, obviously very black themed.
Right.
But like maybe with some like adornments, like some medals, all the the full works, make him look suitably noble and ready for action.
Right.
Sort of super shiny, sort of knee-high, like cavalry type boots.
Cloak of billowing appropriately.
Cloak of billowing in a billowing fashion.
Mm-hmm. Billowingly.
And then I'm just gonna sort of straighten myself up, be surprised that my back doesn't click.
Right.
And then march towards where the town square is.
All right.
Chin up, eyes on the horizon. Trying to attract attention from people as I walk past.
So you sort of march north with an air of nobility, cloak billowing, looking suitably noble and just a little menacing.
Yeah.
People, you can see people sort of looking out their windows and shutters and saying, "There's Duke Nico. There's Duke." You hear Duke Nico sort of whispered. You also hear some people, "Oh, like, I wonder what his skin treatment is. Like his, like what his, I don't know what his beauty routine is, but it really
maybe he's born with it.
Yeah,
Maybe it's the weird rejuvenation potion."
And so, you eventually come to the town square outside of the Blood of the Vine Tavern.
Because there's a memorial there, right? There's a memorial to the dead burgomaster.
Yeah, you had one commissioned in the town square there. So you had a plaque, which that's where you did his memorial service.
Yeah.
Got the plaque outside of his house.
Yeah.
And then you had a statue in the town square commissioned to him.
So I'm going to sort of come up and stand like right in front of the statue. So I'm kind of looking out over the square.
Right. With the guy that you killed looking over your shoulder.
Yeah.
Good.
The man who died valiantly in my arms, Ed.
Valiant is a very strong word for the way that guy died.
And I'll use sort of minor illusion to kind of amplify my voice as well.
Sure.
Just, I'll say, people of Barovia, your attention, please. People of Barovia, come forth.
There's some people, like some of the people from the south that were kind of following you. Some people come out of the tavern.
Yeah.
A crowd is beginning to gather.
As you know, a terrible curse afflicts the valley.
No, sorry. Go ahead. Never mind. You're good.
A terrible curse afflicts this valley. It has taken the best of us. It has taken from all of us. We promised we would free you from this evil, and we have come today to deliver on that promise.
And everybody cheers.
Yep.
Boomer, you hear a different noise. Only you hear it. It's sort of a hissing sound that you can hear in your ear when Nico
Are they
says
hissing?
We come today.
Ghosts are so hard to please.
We come today ready to march on Strahd's castle, and we need every able-bodied man and woman to take up arms and join us in this crusade to free yourselves for the rest of eternity from this evil torment.
So at that point, like when you said we're ready to march, everybody's like, "Yeah!" They're all, "We need everybody." And they went, "Oh."
Is it enough to exist another day in terror?
You're seeing a lot of people kind of shake their head.
Or do you want to give yourselves a chance at freedom from this terror for the rest of time? Free your souls from this torment.
There is significantly less cheering.
So I'm going to use minor illusion to make some like murmurings from the back of the crowd, like, yeah, this is our chance. Yeah, we should do this. Yeah. Just like, just the voices in the crowd that like,
Do we see how well it's going from the house?
No, so Nico has marched north. He's a few blocks north, if you didn't follow him. If you followed him, you see it is not going well.
Yeah, so I'll use I'll use my minor illusion to make some kind of like, yeah, this is it. This is our chance. This is our chance.
All right. So this is like, so you can try to do a arcane persuasion.
Arcane persuasion.
Yeah. So this would be using your arcana, instead of your persuasion, but using your charisma.
You got this.
Do I need to roll to see how well my performance was at the speech?
You can also do that.
So my performance was a 13.
Yep.
My persuasion was also a 14.
Yeah, you don't really see this crowd who, by the way, the next village over is the one that got crucified for starting the rumors of a rebellion against Strahd. Every man, woman, and child was crucified and hung upside down along the road between Barovia and Svalek. Svalek was the next town.
Right.
You were not persuasive enough to overcome that vision in their heads.
Right. Say, I understand the terror.
You hear someone call out, "No, you don't! You have no idea!"
So I'm going to message that person back into their head and say, I have every idea.
So that person will you see them sort of go white, and they point out, "He's a servant of Strahd! The devil speaks in my head! I hear his thoughts in my head!" And he runs screaming from the square, and people are sort of like, and they're sort of backing away from you now.
Yeah. So I'll shout after him, "Coward! You need not invoke that devil's name here. Tomorrow we march to kill him, with or without your help. We will free this valley. You have my word." And then I'll exit stage left.
Right.
Dramatic.
Yeah. So you walk off to complete silence.
Yeah.
Like everyone is just sort of staring as you sort of like haughtily march away, like as if you as if you just delivered the king's speech type of thing. Sort of the end of Invictus type of deal, and you're marching off as if it was that speech, and everyone is just stone silent, like just staring at you, and like they're kind of looking at each other, and everybody just sort of slowly kind of melts away, like the crowd just sort of disperses, spreads out, and sort of disappears into their houses.
Stupid valley doesn't deserve saving.
You're not very good at this, are you?
I know you. I would think that you would ask the guy who has a precision of 8 and the Sun Sword to help push forward to a full-on skill attack.
Oh yeah, you could have like added in.
Oh yeah, no,
stuff.
I could have done that.
Yeah, the legendary Sun Sword that people probably would have followed.
But that would have put the spotlight on you, and that's not how Nico operates. That Sun Sword might shine a little too brightly.
That stake might be a little too shiny. Cool. So I will return to the party.
All right.
And say, well, I think that went well.
Go ahead and give
How
me
many of them are coming with us?
Go ahead and give me a deception check.
I rolled a 1.
It was that bad. You might be a little bit shaken. Yeah, Felix, you don't buy it.
26 on the insight.
Nice.
Yeah, Nico might still be a little bit shaken from his little jaunt.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2.
Oh my.
Boomer still believes him though. Boomer just happy to have him back.
13 insight.
Oh my god.
What's your deception? Even when you roll a 1?
There's a total of 12.
Ah.
Oh, I barely did my 1.
Yeah.
Gaston got a 22.
Yeah, so
15.
Boomer, I think, is the only one that believes. Yeah. Boomer's like, yeah, it was, buddy. Good job. Good job.
Tell us how it really went.
So how many are coming with us?
So, Nico, I'm guessing the villagers are still afraid.
The village, the fear is palpable, but I think some of them will come around. Felix, you might want to get working on your plan, though.
We got to make some participants.
As a backup, just saying.
So, from your speech, who would you say was the most unwilling participant in this coup?
Oh, there was this one guy who definitely tried to make me look really bad.
Let's go find him. I'll just point me to the house, and I'll give him a personal visit.
I think he might be a spy for Strahd. He was trying to stir up trouble. Definitely.
Spy for Strahd.
He's definitely trying to undermine. He was just undermining me the whole time. I think definitely a troublemaker in the town.
Well, we do know.
Let's go find him.
We do know that Strahd has his spies around everywhere, correct?
Oh yeah. I was definitely getting that. I was getting that vibe from him. Real.
Oh, it would only make sense then.
So
all right, let's go make an army. They could have been afraid of him, but now they're going to fear us.
Right. What they feared before was the unknown. Now they're going to have something to really be afraid of. Something concrete. And really, is there anything more healthy than that?
Yeah, we're releasing them from the burden of the fear of the unknown.
And they get to help fight their oppressor.
Yeah.
real quick, did we find a breastplate for Felix?
Did you find a breastplate for Felix?
Or yeah, at the blacksmith.
At the what?
Blacksmith
The
shop.
armory.
No. But the blacksmith pointed you towards Bildrath's Mercantile.
What was the deal with silver-coated weapons against vampires? Could Skippy get any silver arrows?
You can actually from the blacksmith. Yeah.
What like extra damage or anything is inflicted against vampires with silver?
Give me a nature or arcana check.
22.
Yeah, so let's see. What do you know about the nature of silver and vampires?
I don't know, man. Why were you worried about that? We've got a sun sword, holy water, and a stake of
And a
who
blunt,
you.
and a
Uneven.
blunt steak.
Blunt. No, the other one.
Hit him with the steak! Skippy's all got it! It's just all. Strahd's all. Are you? What are we doing? What are we doing here?
You might not have expected it.
So silver weapons don't really work against vampires. You think that's only like
werewolves?
Yeah, like
Okay. Does Skippy think anything might help against vampires?
Holy water.
A magic.
Yeah.
So you know holy water. Holy water, because these things are. This is vampires are undead.
Holy water colonic.
Holy water colonic. Like if you can manage that, like that gets you from the inside.
Hey, I
Can I
got a
get like
question.
some?
If I were to bless the bow, would that work as a hold on. Would that work for all the arrows as well that's being shot out of the bow?
So you could poison the arrows with holy water, essentially. Like you could apply holy water to the arrows. Blessing the bow, you don't think would work necessarily, but putting holy water in the arrows, you think would do it.
Could I have like a little holy water, like I can like dip my arrows in?
Why don't you just pour it into your quiver when we get that far, and you just pull them out when it's soaked?
That would be good.
I'll give you 2 bottles.
Great, that would be cool. Thank you.
Anybody else want holy water? Apply holy water to Kevin.
So I guess I'm not going to apply holy water to Riven.
I would not recommend it.
I tried that a couple times. Riven keeps fading out of existence.
I'll just stick with Riven. Riven knows best.
Oh, I love that song.
The alternate version.
I'm gonna try and sneak away from Azkern.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Come on, roll. I pressed the button. All right. Plus 6, I think. Oh no. Yeah, so that's a 14.
14.
I would try to roll against that. So.
Well, I think your passive is higher than that, isn't it?
My passive is 13.
Is 13. So, are you specifically keeping an eye on Felix, or?
at this point, we're just trying to figure out what to do next. So I think I'd be more focused on what's going on, as in the army and big battle plan for Strahd.
Oh, I'm gonna go get an army.
So yeah, if you straight out say it that way, I'd be like, no, we're gonna try a different way.
Well, that's why I want to do it stealthily, so I can be like, I have an army.
You managed to sneak away, Felix.
All right. Let's go check out the cemetery.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you've been there before, so hopefully you don't pass that family again.
Should be a little bit easier now with mold earth instead of digging by hand.
Right. Well, and then Jeff goes, easier for who, man? I didn't see you with a spade. Like, what's up?
Don't worry, Jeff. You'll still be working as well.
Right.
I'll have him just dig to be digging.
Yeah, you're on Jeff. I need you to go ahead and dig that up right there. He gets to the bottom of the hole, and you're all now sleep there. And then you mold earth onto him. And then,
You're on time.
I hope Jeff.
You're grounded.
I hope Jeff gets blessed by a higher being and becomes his own person.
Yeah.
I don't want to just say that I want to control these undead, but just like give us a fighting chance of bringing a few extra bodies to make it simpler.
Okay.
Right. I don't think either of us wants to control like 6 extra.
Oh, it
NPC.
won't be me. It'll be you.
I know, but
you're the necromancer. I'm the universe.
You know what I mean, like, right?
Yeah.
Make it simple.
So we'll use. How many can you raise, like total? Like if going by the rules, like how many extra minions can you raise? Because we can just use the mob rules.
Okay, so I could do 2, 4, and that'll be 4, 12, 16. Plus, I could do 22 with all my available spell slots right now.
Wow.
Okay, and then how long do they last?
24 hours.
Cool.
Okay. So yeah, if you wanted to sort of raise that many, like, so we'll treat it as one thing.
Okay.
And we'll just use mob rules, the mob rules for that, and we'll treat it as a skeletal swarm.
Mm.
Actually, we may actually even have we actually have rules for that.
Yeah, because I get to raise an extra just because of being necromancy. But when I cast this at 4th level, I get to animate 2 extra plus the 1 I already do.
Right.
So that's 4 per spell level over 4, and then 1 5th level. Woohoo! It's a party.
Yeah, so we can just treat it. You know what? Yeah, there is a skeletal swarm, but I don't like. That's not what we're gonna do. Yeah, so we'll just use the mob rules. Like, so there's rules in the DMG for doing like low level creatures as a mob, and basically it just uses like there's a statistics table that just what's their attack and then what's the AC they're going against, and then so statistically this many of them would have hit type of thing. Okay. And so we'll treat it that way. And so, yeah, if you want to do that, if you want to go ahead and just raise an undead army for justice,
yep.
I like the idea of that. So yeah, we can do that. Yeah, you can. So yeah, you can raise them, and there are no shortage of dead bodies for you to do that here in the graveyard. Are you gonna give Jeff like a little captain's hat?
I'll give him like 3, so he'll have like his own little battalion or platoon.
Nice.
These are yours, Jeff.
Keep the Jeff squad.
They're probably gonna shoot me in the back. But...
Right? Yeah. Jeff will get him.
I imagine Jeff is being just an asshole to these 3 skeletons.
Oh, he is absolutely taking it out on them. Like he is like there's a lot of slapping, pushing. He is degrading them, like everything, Jeff is now that Jeff is wielding this ounce of authority, you've given him like a 20-pound. Like, he is absolutely a tyrannical monster, and you have molded him into
He's
this.
basically drill instructor Hartman for, for this mob of.
Oh yeah.
But there's no talking going on. It's all just.
Oh no, yeah, it's all just mental, psychic, skeletal language going back and forth between them. But yeah, he and you can see one of them, by the end of it, one of them is just sitting in the outhouse with his sword, and is just polishing his sword. Just before you guys are about to head off. He's all 7.62 centimeter blade.
And they're all beefy. They get 9 extra hit points.
Right. Yeah. So yeah. We'll say you can raise a full skeletal army, and we'll just treat it as a mob, and that way it'll have sort of one attack that it does, or one action that it does, and just do damage that way.
All right, so I'll go ahead and try and bring them all back to the house.
Oh, you're going to parade them back through town?
Well, I don't want to just wait there in the cemetery with them.
Sure. All right. Let's see how bad this goes. Go ahead and give me. Just go ahead and give me a D20 roll. Actually, you know what? We'll do it this way. Give me a charisma check with disadvantage.
Charisma plus 3. 3. And second one, 17's not bad.
Oh. Hey!
Oh, 17!
Hey.
All right.
Yeah. So that's 19, right?
Yes.
No, I did the plus 3 in the roll.
Okay.
Oh, no, I didn't.
No.
No, it wasn't 14. It's added, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So the first one I rolled 14, 17, so
Yeah.
17 or 19, but disadvantage.
Okay, so
Nice.
17. Yeah, so not too bad. So 17, you're marching, this sad ass little parade that you have, and you're just sort of marching it back. You're marching it back, back to the room. Where are you guys staying anyway? Where are you sleeping at?
Is the inn? Did they rebuilt the inn, right?
The inn has actually been rebuilt, yeah. And the same guy cleaning the glass,
Yeah.
is just in there.
So I guess I'll be there. I'll come in and say, "Need a room for our party once again, sir."
He just.
Doing good then. Good. Okay, everyone in. Find some room.
Yeah, so you managed to troop your skeletal parade back through town. Given the fear that everyone has in them from Nico's speech, everyone is now inside. And of course, now nobody in town doubts that you guys are sent here from Strahd, given that you just sort of march this thing. But you don't run into any trouble.
Great.
But you don't run into any trouble. No screaming, bereaved parents.
Yeah.
No, nobody comes out to challenge you as you march your skeletal army.
Felix. So when Felix gets there, before all the skeletons are all outside, I guess. So when Felix comes in, I'm going to message him and say, "They're looking a little light on equipment. Do you think we should arm these guys?"
I mean, do you arm the pawns?
If you want the pawns to last longer.
We just need to get close, right?
Yeah. I was thinking we could pay a visit to the blacksmith and, just tool them up a bit.
Get the group discount.
Yeah, buy discount. Let's go with that. Hey, do you guys, the rest of you guys want make yourselves comfortable. Felix and I will go and sort out this little rabble.
Sounds good.
Yeah, that's fine. At this time, you're inside the place we're in right now, right? I haven't seen the skeleton army, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. We can rest here.
Come on then, Felix. Let's go and tool these guys up. So sort of head over to the blacksmith.
Yeah. So you head over to the blacksmith. The blacksmith in town is not an armorer.
Right.
He's a blacksmith. So you head over there. The guy is not in his shop. Like he's like barricaded inside.
Right.
You can go out to the blacksmith thing, but mostly what you find are like Cooper's tools, some farming implements, blacksmithing.
There's a town guard, right? There's like a town watch.
There is a town watch.
Okay. Let's go and pay the town watch a visit, Felix.
Marching these fuckers everywhere.
Yep. It's in a march.
Yep. Here we go.
Are they carrying you, or are you guys walking alongside them?
I think we're kind of walking at the head of a column of skeletal.
Yeah, so for sure, nobody in town has any doubt that you guys are evil.
Thank you for this, Auntie Debbie.
You're welcome. I'll explain later. Are you using? Using it? You're using it in the swimming pool now.
Yeah, it's a cup.
Awesome.
And
I'm glad it's.
We've also got a mermaid tail floaty.
Amazing.
From our second to next door neighbors in our old house.
That's right.
That's great.
We've got big mermaid tail floaties too.
Pretty cool. Huh?
That can be
awesome.
One of these.
Yeah. You'll have to send me some pictures later of you playing with them in the pool.
You have to find a cup that fits in there.
I'm Mr. Flamingo. I'm late with my fish. Sorry.
Go on then. Go. Find a cup that fits in there first.
Awesome.
Oh yeah, I think at this point, Nico is.
Actually, I take it back. This place does not have town guards.
Oh, it doesn't have a town watch or anything.
All right.
No, Wallachia does. This place does not.
Right.
It turns out when you live underneath the castle of a vampire, nobody bothers your town, and everyone's afraid to go out at night. So like it's
weird.
Yeah, not a lot of people make trouble. Yeah.
So I guess we'll just have to scrape up whatever tools and rough farming implements we can find.
So you're just going to steal from the people?
Yep.
Good.
No. We're liberating the people with their own tools and equipment.
That's right.
They are paying because they didn't want to fight themselves.
They didn't fight themselves, so we're going to do it for them.
Right, but fighting isn't saving them isn't free.
Yeah, isn't free. That's right. So I guess we'll just wander around the town, scooping up farming implements, like pitchforks. Until every skeleton is suitably.
Yeah, has some sort of implement. Yeah, we'll use the normal skeleton stats, but we'll say that this mob is fairly.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot about that. This mob is pretty rough. Like, this mob of skeletons has a bunch of stuff stolen from already downtrodden villagers.
Yeah.
Hammers from the blacksmith, so he can't make any more tools. Basically the best stuff that they had, you took and gave it to dead things.
Well, really, we're still giving them to the townspeople. Really.
Yeah.
Giving it back to the townspeople,
Exactly.
some might say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one way, I guess, to absolve yourself. So you managed to walk around town. Everyone in town is absolutely terrified of you. Like, the town is shut up. Windows are shuttered, doors are locked and barricaded as you have paraded around town with your skeletal army.
Yeah.
Just like a bunch of bony locusts, just taking everything you can. Even like cookware and things, like hanging it on them as like sort of armor and whatnot.
Yeah, like pots hanging off of them and
So did you just take what you could find lying around, or did you actually have your skeletons kick in doors and go in and like loot houses and things?
Only the empty-looking ones.
No, they weren't looting.
No, just picking up stuff that was lying around.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, you
I'm
didn't
not that evil.
Not yet, at least.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. So you now have your army suitably as well decked out as you can. You march them back, clattering and clanging now back to the town square. So are you going to try to take them inside the hotel, or are you just going to leave them outside, like filling the town square?
Well, there's only 22 right now, so I'll just have them like do a perimeter around the hotel.
Yeah.
Right.
Equally spaced.
Sure.
Yeah. Ceremonial guard.
Nice show of undead force.
Yeah.
Can I roll a perception to hear that noise of the clanking and all that stuff?
Yeah.
All right. Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I don't hear shit. You rolled a fucking 1.
I was gonna say, man, it's pretty low, but it ain't that low. Yeah, man, you don't actually, for some reason, I don't know what you're doing.
It seems like about nap time for me.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you feel like I got to get my afternoon siesta. So yeah, you don't hear the absolute clamor of this undead army arriving and stationing themselves around the hotel.
Yeah, I assume I put on earmuffs and just start doing my daily prayers and blessings and.
Does Askern have a sleep mask? Like, I pictured him as like this really luxurious like sleep mask that he wears while he sleeps.
It looks luxurious, but it's actually a sleep apnea machine.
You got the CPAP.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Yeah, you can't hear it over the CPAP machine, like. Just absolutely blissfully unaware of the undead shenanigans going on right outside the inn.
So we'll just return to the inn and I think get a sort of go in and say, well, I guess we should gather our strength for the battle tomorrow.
Askern's already doing that.
So the rest of you who are awake, if you guys want to roll perception checks to see if you hear what's going on outside, you can do so. Or if you're trying to remain blissfully ignorant of.
Oh, we have a choice? Yeah.
The sad part is I was actually trying to find out.
I'm focused on my cat.
Right.
Yeah, because if I would have saw that skeleton army, I would have just assumed Strahd knew we were here.
Yeah, Askern just bust out in his bathrobe, like just King's sun sword behind him. I must vanquish the evil. And everybody's like, you must put on pants. That's what. All right. So yeah, you guys.
Going to take a look at the undead.
Oh, the skeletons are also facing outward.
Yeah.
Like they're guarding. Not that they're looking at us like, oh, look, this hotel, we're waiting for them to come out.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, they're all looking out. They formed a perimeter, stolen farming implements and tools in hand.
Yeah.
Some would say mocking the townspeople. by having it displayed right out there in front of them.
If they want to take up arms, they can. They could take them from the skeleton.
Yeah.
Gaston's going to ask, hey, did you guys ask permission?
The skeletons all nod as they've been told to lie.
No, I'm asking Felix. Did he
Oh,
ask
I thought you
permission?
were outside inspecting the skeletons.
No, I looked through the window and now. Okay, go talk to Felix. Did you guys ask permission to raise all these guys?
Who would I need to ask permission from?
Felix is all nobody complained.
Okay, so that'd be a no. Okay. And all the equipment they seem to be carrying, I'm assuming you just picked it up from the local neighbors and civilians here?
What stuff are you talking about?
All the clanky stuff. Are you planning on
Yes, they're
returning
skeletons. They clank when they walk.
it, right? You're planning on putting all the skeletons back in their graves as appropriate?
Sure. Like a
Okay,
liar?
yeah, Felix is like, that makes you feel better? Yeah.
Actually, I don't care. I'm just writing it down what your plans are.
Yeah.
You're not judging. Oh, then no.
I just want to know what the plans are.
No. They were just like whatever pile of bones they left in the castle. I was just going to leave them like that.
Oh, okay. So, what was your plan? I'm going to sit there and grill Felix about his ideas and his plans, what he's planning on using them for. Because I've never had a skeleton army, so I have no idea what really goes into the thinking behind it. So, if you could please tell me, I really appreciate it.
This is a first for both of us.
Yeah, Gaston here is genuinely curious, right? Like, there's no judgment here. Like, you're genuinely curious, like, oh, wow, like, I've never actually seen the raising of an undead army. Like, how does this work? Right?
Uh-huh. Yep.
Like Jeff, but 22 more times.
So at saying this, Jeff kind of flexes a little bit. Like, he's like, there is no 22 times, Jeff. Like,
yeah.
Watch out, don't look directly at the swoller eclipse.
So Jeff times 22 is 1.4 skeletons?
What was that?
I said 22 times Jeff equals 1.4 skeletons.
Oh.
Jeff gives you
so I'm gonna actually go up. I'm gonna go up to Jeff and just say, well, being as you're now the chief lieutenant in Felix's army, I think he deserves something to mark his rank, and I'll kind of rummage through the bag of jewelry pieces.
Are you gonna pin a bottle cap on him? That is sad. Here you go, little buddy. It's grape.
That was very up of you.
Yeah.
Hang on, I do have something. There's a locket that I have.
Put the bell on him.
It's a locket of dispelling. As soon as you put it on, Jeff just crumbles.
Yeah, it's just an anti-magic locket.
Oh.
So, so I'll take the locket, which was actually, claims to be worth 25 gold pieces. And I'll attach that.
Out of all the stuff you have?
Yep.
That's the cheapest thing he has on him.
Pretty much.
That's what I'm going to walk up to Jeff. Hey, Jeff, do you know how to read and write? Would you like to learn?
I doubt Felix is going to let Jeff learn how to read and write. That's the first step.
Sorry, what?
Gaston asked Jeff if he knows how to read and write.
What does he need to read and write for?
Well, if he's going to be hanging out with us, he should learn something. So I'll teach him.
No.
Yeah, we just need blind obedience from Jeff.
You do realize that all of his thinking is in here.
Wait, so Jeff is like your alternate personality? You hate yourself that much?
No.
Yeah.
Touché.
Yeah, you're like, all right, you little prick. What do you really want to
know? Okay. So yeah, I'll retire and attempt to rest and unbreak myself.
Right. So Did you put anything in the locket that you hung on Jeff?
I'm just going to scratch like a little smiley face. Pin it on him.
Where did you pin it on him?
Oh, like front and center.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like
a badge.
tied it to his sternum or something?
Yeah, just like tie it around a rib or something. Yeah, just
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine you going, all right, Jeff, bestow this upon you is a great honor. If I just and just sort of, hey, there you go. That'll do. Yeah. Congratulations.
Or just drop it in his eye socket.
Yeah, just have a drop or two of sovereign glue.
Lieutenant Jeff.
Oh, you want to glue it to him?
No, I'm just going to tie it to him.
Okay.
What kind of weapon does Jeff use again?
He has
Crossbow?
a longsword and a hand crossbow that's lashed to his arm.
I got a morning star if any of your guys want it.
So Jeff could take the Morning Star. The skeletons probably not, but Jeff could take it.
Give Jeff the Morning Star.
Is it a plus anything?
It's a 1d8.
So he does D10 with his longsword.
Saying thanks, Boomer, but I don't want you to.
Okay, but as we all saw when you were stuck in amber, he's really not very good with it.
Well, the longsword's not so much a bludgeoning weapon.
Hey, if he had a bludgeoning weapon.
Yeah.
Of course, next time you're going to be stuck in webs. If he had a cutting weapon.
Don't make excuses for Jeff. Don't make excuses.
All right, enough talk. It's time for bed. We have a busy day tomorrow.
That's right.
Yep. I go to sleep.
Gaston make a couple extra holy water before bed.
Okay, yeah, Gaston back there just blessing liquid. Skippy, what are you up to?
Skippy found a place to have a bath.
Right, little soak.
Get some rest. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I imagine little monster is sleeping in my beard.
Oh yeah, yeah. Your cat is just sort of is tangled up in the beard. Are you taking the cat with you into Strahd's castle?
Where else would I take it?
Yeah, it's a warrior cat.
Right.
Yeah.
Nothing bad will happen to the warrior cat.
I've also introduced the cat while we were in the tavern. I've introduced it to wine.
Right. Good. So your cat's hungover. Good. Good.
How did you administer the wine?
No.
No. No. Just no.
Just no.
Don't take this from me. Don't ruin my cat. All right. So you guys, everybody hits the hay. Nico, do you do any drinking before? Obviously you're gonna be drinking, but I'm asking, like, are you heavily drinking, or are you, is this just?
I think I'm tired enough that I'd probably just go and like pretty much pass out after, probably just one more bottle of wine.
Yeah, just one. Yeah, just medicinal. Purely. Yeah. Just to help you turn the, just take the edge off.
That's right.
All right. So Nico kills another bottle of wine. Everybody sort of beds down for the night. The innkeeper, by the way, like, never really reacts to anything going on to Felix. The fact that Felix looks like a skeleton, like, just keeps polishing that glass. And by the way, like, you guys see it now, like, it looks very thin. This glass. Like, so you go to sleep. The sun rises. The sunshine illuminates the dew glistening on the skeletons surrounding the inn. There is a, perhaps not too surprising, lack of activity in the town this morning. seems everybody is sort of hunkered down for one reason or another.
Yep.
So I assume that since I was supposed to go to bed, I probably woke up earlier than the rest of the group.
Yep. Morning prayers, the whole bit. Askern's a sort of early to bed, early to rise, clean living kind of guy.
Yeah, all right. So I plan to go on downstairs to grab some grub, and if I look out the windows, I would see this skeleton army.
Oh yeah.
Oh, okay. And then first reaction would be Strahd is here, and I would scream it at the top of my lungs. And first out the door
is your first reaction to finish breakfast or to
Oh no. Strahd this time.
Strahd this time. Okay, wow.
Yeah. So I would burst out the door and start hacking and slashing at these skeletons.
Okay. What was the command that they were given, Felix?
To protect the inn.
To protect the inn, but not themselves?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So since you're not attacking the inn and you came from inside of it and you're not trying to get in, the skeletons basically just sort of stand there as you start cutting them down with the sun sword.
I see. Strahd, this is supposed to be a mind game to say that we are nothing against you.
So do we all hear this commotion
going away?
Yeah, you guys. Yeah, well, you hear his call, right? Because I mean, he's a big dragonborn paladin, right? So I mean, he calls out, 2 arms, 2 arms. Strahd, evil is upon us.
And I'm guessing I put 2 and 2 together. I hear the skeletons being destroyed.
You hear like bones, and you can kind of feel it, right? Like as each one is sort of like as each one is sort of dismantled.
Askern, stay your hand.
Whoa,
as I shout, I imagine through a window or something from this.
Yeah, Felix is like his skeletal visage just pops out of without his robe or anything, just pops out of the window. Hey. One of the neighbors pisses himself, like just.
These are Jeff's cousins. They decided to join us.
Jeff has family. I don't know how necromancy works. I'm gonna roll intelligence.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, goodness gracious.
He's a Jeff.
Okay. Okay. I'm not too dumb. I got a 15 intelligence. I rolled a total of 7.
Cool. 7.
Yeah, that's cool.
A total of 7.
I hate this die.
So now you're a little upset that you never got a Deadwinter card. Like you never got a Winter Festival card from Jeff, because clearly if he's got family, you're like, well, now you're a little upset that I never got a card. Like I thought Jeff was just some construct, but apparently not.
Oh man.
You feel bad now, Askern?
Actually,
I was about to say,
does Askern try to put it back together? Does Askern try to put it back? Yeah, he's like, oh, hold on, sorry about that, and try to like stack the bones back together.
Yeah, I think that's what Askern would be doing right now.
Sorry, are you Jeff's aunt or uncle, or does it matter when you're just kind of?
How do you tell them apart?
Twice removed.
Yeah, twice removed.
Oh my god!
It's been multiple removed by now.
Yeah.
No matter. I'm sure still a large amount of them are left.
Yeah, we'll say he got through like 3. So there's like there's 19 of them left.
Cool. I'm gonna grab some water. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah. Askern, you guys asked for an army. I called upon Jeff.
Called upon Jeff.
He made some calls.
So if I'm understanding this correctly, this is just an extension of what Jeff's abilities are.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want me to try and lie about that, like a liar?
Yeah, go ahead and give me a deception with advantage, as his intelligence roll was so low.
I am not rolling that fucking die anymore. That die is so bad.
Yeah, why is that not going? +3. So that's an 18
Nice.
for the first one.
Pretty sure.
20.
20.
Oh, dang.
Wow.
Yeah,
Okay, so-
so yeah, you managed to lie extremely convincingly, especially because Asgard, like he has no idea about necromancy. That's definitely not something. I mean, he just knows evil necromancers have to be killed, but it doesn't really know much about the science of it. So he's just all, yeah, I guess, yeah. I mean, Jeff sent out a tweet or whatever and gathered up the family.
It also makes kind of sense that they didn't attack back. So
Yeah, I mean, it all hangs together. You're like, oh wow,
Yeah.
now you feel a little bit bad,
Yeah, I guess I could have stumble bleary-eyed out of the door. Like, where's Strahd? Where is he?
false alarm.
Oh,
False alarm. False
He's
alarm.
not here. Askin's just killing Jeff's family.
I saw a skeleton army outside. I just assumed Strahd came to the attack.
right? And then
Been
you
through this.
see Jeff making the hashtag sign. Hashtag not all skeletons.
I know, Jeff. I apologize. I am sorry.
Boomer
Gaston
kind of
just
gives
looked
Askern
at-
like a look, like,
Yeah, Gaston gives Askren look like, you're a freaking moron. You totally failed Paladin school. Goes back inside and starts drinking.
Failed Paladin school.
Okay. Right. So now everyone's up. Yeah, Skippy like popped up out of the barrel.
Out of
like,
the barrel, yeah.
What the?
I'll make a motion like time is kind of important now. We should get going now.
Yeah,
All right.
only got
head to the castle.
Only got a few more hours on the old skeletal meter.
All right.
Skippy's wondering if Boomer's cat is hungover and whether we get to give it any dwarven hangover recovery.
Leave my cat alone.
Just curious. I saw what a good job it did on Nico, so.
His frog is fixated on butts.
More about healing.
It's a Tina of frogs.
All right.
You've heard what frogs sing at night, right? Butthole, butthole.
All they think about.
So we did get a long rest last night.
Yeah, everybody got a long rest.
All right, maybe I should pick up some more of Jeff's cousins along the way.
Some more of his cousins.
Yeah, cousins.
Well, I mean, the ones that he blew apart, you can just, I mean, the bones are still there. You can just.
Yeah.
No, I know, but like pick up some more.
Oh, more. Yeah.
Yeah,
We're gonna need those spell slots when we get to the castle. I think.
I know.
Oh yeah.
Okay. This is the moment we've been waiting for. To the castle.
Is Nico expecting there to be like a crowd of villagers outside, like waiting?
I don't think even he's that good at lying to himself.
Yeah.
Well, there's a crowd out there. They were villagers.
Yeah, that's true. There's a crowd of villagers.
Right. Let's not discriminate. Hashtag.
I mean, just because you die doesn't mean you lose like your village status, right?
Right. Yeah. You can't. Yeah. You can't be. I don't know what the ist word here is. Livingist.
Sentient-ist?
Sentient-ist. Yeah, I don't know what the word is, but you can't be it. All right, everybody. We accept all those living and undead.
Even if you don't
Such
have
a
a pulse,
lifeist.
you can still have life.
Apparently.
Yeah, pro-lifist?
Okay, I think I'm upset. There isn't a higher level version of protection from evil and good that can cast on the entire party.
Yeah.
One person. I mean,
Yeah.
we all know it's going on Boomer, but
Well, it's you have to maintain concentration, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
this is why it's going on Boomer.
Right.
I'd almost say Askern with the Sun Sword.
Just
No.
because Boomer, well, Askern can't be charmed.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Boomer.
charm thing. Oh, gotcha. Yes. Yes.
Boomer, however, as it turns out, you could just wave something shiny in front of that guy. Right? Hey, man, what do you say you go kill your friends? All right.
Yeah, I'm going to need to counterspell a lot. Better not spend anything over 3rd level.
Okay.
Right, how long does it take us to get to the castle?
To the castle.
Yeah,
Well,
so
the
you
undead
guys
carrying us.
so yeah, you guys can march up to the castle. So actually oh yeah, this will be good. So when you guys walk outside, there is a large horseless carriage waiting for you out in the square.
Oh, good.
Did someone call an Uber?
Arcana check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh no, it's Geshin. He's back.
A 20.
Yeah, so you think this is probably so up in the there's a coachman, there's a what looks like sort of an undead zombie coachman in like a little top hat, tails, but there are no horses. Like he's holding reins that sort of go out and then disappear into nothing.
Gaston looks at Felix and says, "Wow, you're good."
More Jess family.
And so Felix, this is probably some sort of animated construct or something like that. And you can see on the side of the door is the coat of arms of House Zarevich.
So would I know if we forego taking this carriage or something, like that there'd be so that he would know if we took it or not?
Yeah.
Well, gentlemen, we have a choice. We take this carriage, he knows we're coming. We don't take this carriage, he knows we're coming.
Can we fit 20 skeletons in the carriage?
You don't think you can fit them in the carriage, but they can probably cling to the outside.
Like a bunch of ants.
Yeah.
This has a very haunted mansion feel to it.
Could I fit in the carriage?
Yeah. This is
or do I need to buy 2 seats?
This is a large contrivance that actually has 6 wheels.
It's not like a TARDIS carriage.
No, TARDIS carriage. Yeah, like you open it up on the inside, and it just goes forever. Like you're like, oh.
So let's say we take it. I don't really fancy getting stuck in there. So maybe Boomer could remove the doors before we get in.
I can do that.
Would I see that as a problem?
Would you see it as a problem?
Like a sign of hostility or something right now? Would that agitate?
Oh, if you broke his shit?
Yeah.
I mean, like honestly, you don't think? I mean, he would probably see it as something petty, but he probably wouldn't really care.
Okay.
Like
yes, Boomer, if you'd like to remove our escape hatches.
Yep.
Because I mean, Felix, he wants everybody at the castle. Like he's not gonna run this thing off a bridge or anything like that. Like he wants everybody at the castle.
Yeah, I don't want to be magically sealed in a box.
Fireball inside the carriage.
Yeah. So
I think with Boomer raging and then me, taking half damage from fire, I think we'll be okay.
Yeah. Well,
you get in the carriage. Reduce is cast on the carriage.
Well, at least without the doors on, all the goo can drain out.
I think I'd still be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he is expecting us.
Well,
Do I think the carriage will be faster than marching?
Oh yeah.
Time's a wasting.
true.
All right, I break the doors and go in it.
Yep.
Right. So when you snap the doors off, the driver sort of looks back at you, and kind of bears his zombie fangs at you.
I'm going to climb up front with the driver.
Ooh.
Bold. The bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it plays out.
I'm going to put my boots up on. I'm going to find like the nicest, like most polished part of the handrail and just put my boots on it. Like
Just and you make sure to step through a mud puddle.
Yeah.
You're like,
I'm still got to finish getting it set up.
Yeah.
do this, I'll fuck this guy and his couch. This is how this works.
Yeah, to
I'm
make
Rick James.
Nobody ever makes anything
my
happen.
leather kind of scratch all the seats and stuff as I.
My mic is open, just to let you know.
Hi, Amanda.
Ryan says hi.
Hello.
Okay. You tell about that game.
Oh, not yet, because we're playing D&D. Okay.
All right, so everybody climbs in the carriage.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you get in the carriage. Nico, you see the driver sort of turns and sort of glares at you. He glares down at your muddy boots on the polished rail of the carriage, but he turns back.
Yeah.
And he kind of gives this hissing sort of yell, and he snaps the reins, and you can hear the sounds of horses and tack and stuff jingling, and the sounds of things moving, but there's nothing there.
Yeah.
And the carriage sort of lurches into motion with all the skeletons clinging onto the outside of it.
Yeah.
So you guys make your way up. Start making your way. You make your way out of the village. Oh, by the way, you guys climbing into Strahd's carriage also did not dissuade the villagers that you are working with Strahd.
Oh, as we're.
I mean, I broke the doors. That yeah.
So as we're riding out of the town, I'm going to take Strahd's tome and just make it look like I accidentally dropped it off the side of the carriage. So it just kind of lands on the road, as if I can see people are watching.
Did you actually was this an illusion, or did you actually do it?
No, I actually threw the book out of the carriage.
Oh, you just tossed it out?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
and make sure people can see me do that as well.
All right, yeah, you're pretty sure you're being watched as you're heading out of town.
Yeah.
And you toss the book.
Yeah.
Did you want to mage hand that, Felix?
Kind of, but I don't know if I saw it.
Yeah, I mean, you're give me a perception check.
Well, I'm up front and they're all inside.
Right, they're inside, but I mean, he's gonna he might see a book go say, because you tried to do it very visibly, right? Like, you're not being stealthy about it.
Yeah.
So I mean, he might have seen a book go sailing by.
On the phone.
Yeah, another 20.
Yeah, you see this like large leather clad book go, sort of sailing off the front seat.
Is there any do I know if there's any benefit to not letting Strahd have that?
Really piss him off.
I guess I'll mage hand it.
Yeah. So yeah, before it hits the ground. So before it hits the ground, or do you let it hit the ground first, or do you?
I'd probably grab it as soon as I could.
Okay. Yeah. So as you see it sailing, skeletal mage hand goes out, whoop, snatches up the book and brings it inside the carriage.
Book.
Then can I try and
Nico, give me a perception check.
Yeah, it's only a 7. So.
Yeah, you after you toss the book, you sort of out of sight, out of mind. You're like, hey, there you go, and you start talking to the carriage driver or trying to strike up a conversation. And
I should try and go ahead.
You don't notice that you didn't hear a thump.
Yeah.
I should try and pocket it back into Nico's leather jacket.
What the? I can't get rid of this stupid book. Are you going to try to put it back in there now, or are you going to wait?
I'll wait just like a minute or two, where it seems like he's distracted.
All right. Go ahead and give me a sleight of arcane sleight of hand check.
Ooh, only a 13.
13. All right, Nico, give me an insight check. Or no, sorry, not insight. Perception check.
14.
Yeah, you notice this large book being put back upon your person.
So I kind of look back, and I sort of message. So I message Felix. I say, "We have to leave this behind, Felix," and then deliberately reach out and drop it while watching him.
But if we don't, it'll piss off Strahd.
No, we have to leave the book. We're leaving the book, Felix.
Is Gaston going to be okay with that?
He's not getting the book.
So yeah, Felix, do you tell Gaston Nico's trying to leave a book behind?
And I'll mage hand it again, and Gaston like, hey, Nico's trying to drop this.
Start cleaning it.
Yeah. Nico's all, God, son of a stupid.
Reading while I'm cleaning.
All right, so yeah, Gaston, you now have the Tome of Strahd.
Nico, you shouldn't be littering.
Yeah, and Asgard sticks his head out the window and admonishes you for littering.
Twice.
It may be a depressing nightmare-scape, but that's no reason to make it worse.
Yeah, fine. Let's take the book back to the person we're trying to kill. Let's do him some favors.
Well, we don't want to be rude or mess up books.
Just out of game, Asker doesn't know what book it is.
That's true.
Yeah, you just see it as a sort of a large, old-looking leather book.
Yeah, that's about what Gaston has until he starts reading.
Right, and so yeah, Gaston, you realize what it is. That this is the personal diary of Strahd von Zarevich.
Ooh, any good dirty secrets?
There's some stuff in there. It talks about, how he. You guys read it before when you were on top of the tower. But yeah, it talks about how he killed. How he kind of sold his soul and killed his brother, tried to rape his brother's wife. A few things.
Usual.
It's butt literature.
The usual.
Typical diary stuff.
Yeah, diary stuff.
Who actually read it before? I know I read it, and I know Felix read it.
Yeah, you read it and Felix read it. I don't know if anyone else had
Nope.
read it. Okay.
I didn't read it.
So if you look in the handout section, it's in there. So if you want to read it, it's in there. But anyway, so yeah, you guys sort of make your way up. You start climbing.
Do we see the storm gathering more?
Guessing it's looking.
Yeah. So as you guys are approaching the castle, both Gaston and Askern, you get the sense, you get sort of a tingling from your respective deities, telling you soon.
Yeah.
Did Moradin tell me soon, or no?
No.
Okay.
No. Moradin knows you've got other things you should be taking care of, thinking about promises you made, oaths that you oathed, vows that you vowed.
Yeah. No one's gonna let that up.
Cats that you got to take care of now, apparently. Right.
Okay, so it looks stormy outside. Do we pass like anyone or anything on the way?
No. As you're going up, everything it's quiet. You don't hear any animal noises. The only thing you can hear is sort of the wind, coming down from the mountain. You're kind of going up through the forest, and sort of up towards the mountain. And after winding through the forest and craggy mountain peaks, the road takes a sudden turn to the east. And the startling, awesome presence of Castle Ravenloft towers before you. The carriage comes to a dead stop before twin turrets of stone, broken from years of exposure. Beyond these guard towers is the precipice of a 50-foot wide, fog-filled chasm that disappears into unknown depths. A lower drawbridge of old, shored-up wooden beams stretches across the chasm between you and the archway to the courtyard. The chains of the drawbridge creak in the wind, their rust-eaten iron straining under the weight. From atop the high walls, stone gargoyles stare at you out of their hollow eye sockets and grin hideously. A rotting wooden portcullis, green with growth, hangs above the entry tunnel. Beyond this location, the main doors of Ravenloft stand open. A rich, warm light spills from within, flooding the courtyard. Torches flutter sadly in sconces on both sides of the open doors.
Well, I guess we're here.
Nico, ollie oxen free.
Yeah, let's. Don't forget to tip the driver. I'll kind of toss him a copper coin, just so it like bounces off the side of his head or something.
Yeah. So you go to toss it. It looks like he's about to like reach out, like he's reaching out to grab it. He misses the coin.
Yeah.
Maybe on purpose, and punches you in the side of the face.
Guess you just can't get good help these days.
Yeah, just sort of
he does that whole entire thing. I got your nose.
Just reaches through the illusion. He's all, oh God! You cast minor illusion of your nose into his hand.
It's not meant to work.
You could do that with little kids and just scare the bejesus out of them. Like, you want to play the got your nose game? Try it on Uncle Nico. Oh, you got my nose!
Minor illusion, blood pouring all over myself.
Right, yeah. The kid just absolutely loses his mind.
Boomer would see that and just starts doing it for reals.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Boomer's like, we're playing the game now? Awesome.
I can play
this. See, it's funny.
Oh, God.
Awesome. Okay.
All right, hop out of the carriage.
All right, so yeah, you guys hop out of the carriage. Are you heading across the drawbridge?
I like shout up to the castle like, not even a door-to-door service?
There's a sort of a rumble of thunder in response.
Yeah.
Skippy's kind of interested in this green portcullis growth.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So it's up. So it's the portcullis is up. So I mean it's 12-ish feet off the ground.
Can anyone help me get up there?
I could throw you.
Yeah, could you throw me up so I could like grab on?
Yeah. You do that.
Aren't we supposed to loot after we've killed Strahd?
There might not be an after.
I was feeling like I'm going to take all the chances I can get now.
All right, so Skippy, as you're sort of looking at it, give me a nature check.
Let's see. Okie dokie. 20.
Yeah, so you're sort of looking at it and you're all, so that is green slime.
Do I know what that's good for?
It's not good for anything.
No.
Lube.
So green slime.
It eats stuff like people.
Yeah, so The green slime is extremely acidic.
Correction, not lube.
Opposite of that. Yeah. So green slime is extremely acidic.
Do I think I've got any like vessels that are like it wouldn't react to glass? I guess.
Correct.
So I could have I got a stopper that would be suitable? Like it's not gonna because it would corrode metal. That if I use like cork or something.
As I recall, it's not immobile. I don't remember if it's like I think it's like the blob.
Oh yeah.
Green slime, it does have some sentience.
Oh, it's full on sentient. I thought it was like not, but yeah, I remember it not being good to approach.
Give me a nature check, Gaston. See what you know about green slime.
Probably more than the player does, because that's about all I got. I just remember it eating people.
So you're saying it's like a pet?
11.
11. Yeah, so hold on a second. Let me go to...
That shall eat you is probably as much as I know.
It's bad. It's real bad.
Yeah, I advise not going at it. And if it's up,
I think
not under it either.
I think I'm like currently grabbing hold of it that's it's attached to a portcullis.
Like reached up and reached up and grabbed it.
Well, Boomer like threw me up there.
Oh, that's bad.
So you reached up and grabbed it when he tossed you up there?
Well, I figure. Well, it depends if it's. I got the impression it was like over the whole of the portcullis, but if it's
it's sort of it's sort of over the whole. Yeah, it's like sort of smeared across the whole thing.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, when you come into contact with it, when you reach up and grab it, you will take 7 damage, 7 acid damage.
Oh.
And you notice that it clings to you.
Oh,
okay.
Better.
As you come back down, it's on your hand and it is burning.
Okay. Can someone like help me get this off? Gaston, holy water, something, any water.
Mage hand, I'll start trying to wipe it off.
Yeah, so you take mage hand and you can like scrape it off, like your skeletal mage hand just like sort of scours it off of her Skippy's burned hand, and so yeah, you basically you like you got burned with acid.
I'm gonna go ahead and heal her. Kill her to her, I guess, max through my healing hands.
Okay, yeah. So Asgrim reaches down and takes your tiny amphibious hand in both of his large scaled ones, and you feel this. You see this sort of fire wreath both his hands and yours, and you feel this warmth, and your flesh knits itself again, and you're back up to full health. So 7 points. 7 points, Asgrim.
Did you learn something?
Yes. I should learn how to collect this stuff.
I like the enthusiasm.
I'll keep the hands inside the carriage now.
Yeah.
Wait, are we supposed to walk under that thing?
Yeah.
Anybody have an umbrella?
I go ahead and start walking, and as I'm walking, I'm stretching like if I'm ready to battle.
Right, yeah. So you walk under the portcullis and nothing happens.
I will do the same.
Yeah, you walk under the portcullis, nothing happens.
Yeah, so I'll walk under with a shield over his head because yuck.
Yeah, you walk under, shield up, nothing happens.
Mm-hmm. Skippy's Skippy's like jumping ahead of Nico to try and get in.
So Skippy, you bound in front of Nico, you pass under the portcullis and nothing happens.
Yep, I will hop quickly under the portcullis.
The slime drops directly on Nico. No. Yeah, you pass under the portcullis, nothing happens.
Remember, he wanted us here, guys.
All 21 of us just stroll
Right.
Under.
Yeah, you clatter under the portcullis and nothing happens.
Wow.
All right, so you guys are walking across you're walking across the drawbridge right towards the castle.
We might not all want to be on here at the same time. It was kind of looking a little strained already. So I think we might want to go across in smaller groups. Maybe send a couple of the skeletons ahead of us first.
Oh, just send the skeletons. They're just throwaways. They
yeah.
are, but
Yeah.
Oh, they are, but I mean, come on, man. A little
But still,
respect.
you shouldn't assume.
Yeah,
That's right.
come on.
Sorry.
all right. Jeff and a couple of your cousins, why don't you go ahead and cross the bridge?
Okay. There's how many of them?
Let's go him and 3. So 4 total.
4 total. Okay.
Skeletons are only 10 to 12% of a human's weight.
Right. So they cross. They cross the thing. Nothing happens.
Looks fine to send one at a time.
So
Do we have a map for this place?
We will.
Okay.
Once you guys get in the castle, there's not a whole lot going on until you get in the castle.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go and just walk across.
Okay.
Who's going across?
Asgern.
Ooh.
If it holds him, we'll all be fine.
true.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Seems fine. Asgern makes it across, no problem.
I'm gonna take out. I'm just gonna take out the immovable rod and then walk across.
All right. Go ahead and roll a D1 or roll percentile for me.
What's the span?
It is 50 foot wide.
Okay.
Oh, that's a
How far across?
86.
Yeah, Nico goes across. Nothing happens. It's 50 foot across.
Okay.
All right. I go across.
All right. Roll a percentile for me.
How do you roll percentile?
It's
2 die 10.
Tens, yeah.
Okay.
Pick one of the
74.
digits.
Yeah, Boomer goes across. Everything's fine.
All right. I'm going to go.
Does anyone want to tie a rope around them as they go across or anything?
So Felix is going across.
Leave the
Yep.
magic.
Roll percentile for me.
All right. First one will be 10s. Oh, no.
Yeah.
A 12.
Yeah, you're fine. It creaks a little bit. It creaks a little bit as you go across, but yeah, it's fine.
What exactly does this cover? Is it water underneath, or is it like a?
A large chasm.
It is a. What? So yeah, looking down, you can't tell exactly how far down it goes because it sort of gets lost to the mist and fog. But you know this mountain's pretty far up.
Toss a copper coin down and listen.
For all we know, there's marshmallows down there to break our fall.
Could be. Probably. Knowing Barovia, it's probably marshmallows. It's probably a pillow factory down there. Then the cast of Battlestar Galactica is waiting down there to give everybody a birthday hand job.
Again?
So I guess I will, because as I was going, I would have had to tell the rest of my skeletons to follow. So they'll just
All right.
parade behind me.
Let's see. Yeah, it creaks a lot as sort of the mass of skeletons is going over it. And the wood sort of starts to, you can see it it creaks a little bit and some dust falls, but then everything's fine.
Do I think mending would help fix some of this?
Well, you don't know. You can't see anywhere that's actually broken.
Okay.
Just old and rotted.
Yeah, it's held up. It seems okay. Who's crossing next?
I think Gaston,
I'll
Gaston
go.
and Skippy are the only ones left, right?
Yeah, we're the only ones left here.
All right, give me. Go ahead, Skippy. Give me a percentile.
So that's 2d10. I rolled 15.
Yeah, you're fine. So yeah, you go across. You hop across. Seems a little bit shaky, but seems fine. Gaston.
Did the copper coin make sound?
Oh no.
Oh, okay, definitely marshmallows then.
Sure.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Gaston will cross over. $78.
Oh yeah. So it doesn't. Yeah. You cross over. Seems fine. Everything is sturdy. I don't know what you guys were so worried about.
Was there a fail to that?
Skeletons. He's not concerned.
Okay. So.
All right. So you get to you come to the courtyard in front of the castle. You can see the torches. The front doors of the castle are open. Thick cold fog swirls in the courtyard. Sporadic flashes of lightning lance the weeping clouds overhead as thunder shakes the ground. Through the drizzle, you see torch flames fluttering on each side of the keep's open main doors. Warm light spills out of the entrance, flooding the courtyard. High above the entrance is a round window with shards of broken glass lodged in its iron frame.
I see a lightning rod.
Yeah, we going through the door, or are we looking for another way in?
Well, we need to do the lightning stick thing. Send a quick
Well,
prayer.
you're not. You're looking. You're looking for specific lightning.
Yeah, send a prayer up to Ogma. Yo, boss man. Now? Soon?
Soon. He tells you to pay attention soon.
Okay.
I would assume the second they said soon is basically like when we have Strahd down, and that's when they would strike.
So it's fresh lightning.
You know what? The problem is this is all on God time, and they're not really on the same time as mortal time.
Definitely within the next 400,000 years. Like.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, I was gonna say their soon is. Yeah, I mean it could be at the end of time as soon for them.
Before the next sundering.
Yeah.
All right, so you guys going through the doors?
Yeah, I'll go through the door.
Okay. Let me move everybody.
Skippy will go hang back, but go through the door, but try and stay back, since then I can use the bow. And
Okay.
I'm not a coward, it's just thinking about the bow.
Yeah. Sure.
All right, I'll have 5 skeletons that their goal is to keep a perimeter around Skippy.
Nice.
Keep a 15-foot perimeter.
Just in case Skippy tries some shit.
So that it can jump her.
Right.
Skippy, I think it'd be wise if you stay close to me.
Oh yeah, I should stay close to you.
Everyone should stay close to Askern.
It's kind of hard, to be honest, to not be close to Askern.
What's Askern's radius now? Did it was?
No, it didn't change.
What's Askern's radius? Yeah, Askern's radius is substantial.
Yeah, that's the question. Is it at skin? Is it from skin or like the center of my mass?
Yeah, it makes a difference.
It makes
Gaston's going to stick a piton in the door so that they shut it. It'd be wedged so it won't close. Right above one of the hinges.
Smart.
Nice.
So
Very nice.
Hopefully they won't be able to lock us in without, taking 5 extra seconds.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and open the next door.
I'll stay close to Askern.
All right, hold on. Let me get everybody inside. Skippy.
Boomer has protection from good and evil on.
Nice.
Boomer does? Okay.
And I'm riding on Askern's shoulders.
Why are you guys so concerned?
I'm not casting anything yet until we actually get into battle.
All right. So the ornate outer doors of the castle hang open, flanked by fluttering torches on iron sconces. 20 feet inside the castle is a second set of doors.
Are those doors open too, or they're closed?
The doors in front of you suddenly swing open, revealing a grand hall filled with the sound of organ music.
Oh, I was looking the wrong way.
Overhead, the vaulted entry foyer, four statues of dragons glare down, their eyes flickering in the torchlight.
There are stairs going up.
All right, we're going to stop here for today. You guys are inside the castle. We'll pick it up.
Ah, we're so close.
You guys are inside the castle in the great entry hall. We will pick it up there next week.
Well, it's an all right entry hall.
What? This is a great entry hall. This is one of the greatest entry halls ever.
It's a good entry hall, not great.
Oh.